True, true.
Yep. And then after that, what happened?
He killed the things. I can't remember what they're called, but
Umber
the
Hulks.
weird bug things.
Umber Hulk.
And
Yep.
yes, and they looked at us, and we would freeze. And Dean got all of one turn in that entire combat.
Only because Pat felt bad. Or no, wait. It's because, yeah, because the monster was turned around.
Yeah. It finally chose to ignore Dean and go after the spellcasters. Yep. And now you guys have access to the second level of Euronymous' Enclave of Enlightened items.
Yeah.
So you can you have access to uncommon magical items and weapons.
And if
I got a
we
new sword.
send customers to his shop, we get
Something.
what do we get?
The
Yep.
tokens.
Well, he said if you send customers his way, and they mention that they came from you, then you'll earn some special benefits, some anonymous tokens maybe, but most importantly,
Oh yeah,
he'll allow
V-Bucks.
you to move up the
His
the
version of V-Bucks.
tower. What's that?
It's basically his version of V-Bucks. Yep.
Yeah. Yep, they are e-bucks. Yeah, they're V-E-bucks.
Yep. GameStop rewards. You know, same thing.
Fortnite tokens.
I squeezed some information out of Poro about who he's been angering with all of his. I don't know.
Hey man, I got no idea.
Turns out he doesn't know.
I got one name,
And that was.
Tychus. I have it written down.
Oh, good.
Oh, you got a
Very
notekeeper
nice.
here.
I keep notes too.
Actually, it was Dean that told me the name after I forgot it, so
All right, Dean's the note taker then.
give credit where credit's due.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you guys have access if there are any tier 2 items for sale. Also, one of the things that I forgot to mention is very similar to the way that like Borderlands vending machines work. Euronymous will have kind of deals of the day sort of thing that he will offer you guys when you return, and these are items that are normally in his shop, but that either haven't sold very well or something that he thinks you guys might appreciate. And so you guys will have access to his kind of deals of the day. And the more you work with him, maybe the price might go down, or he might offer better items just to you, different things like that as well. Very similar to like the item of the day section of Borderlands vending machines. So today, I have this written in my notes. Today, the deal of the day is the eyeglasses of the bestiary. And basically, what this does is when you fight an enemy out there in the world, whoever is attuned to these pairs of sunglasses, after you have fought and killed an enemy, you gain the knowledge of all of the understandings of that creature, and then once per day, any attack that you use against the creature will have advantage.
Ooh.
But just against that specific creature.
Huh. How much is that?
Sorry, hang on. Let me pull up my. That's uncommon, so that's gonna be, 450 gold.
Oh shit. Ain't gonna do for me.
You don't just have that much money in your,
No man.
It's a lot of gold.
How do you
Yep.
survive?
But if you'd like, you can place a hold on an item if you'd like for him to hold an item as well. There is that option too. If you see something on the wall that you really, really, really want.
Is there a staff that would interest Poro at all?
How much money do you have? I'll ask that much.
I
Do
have
you have
90
enough money to buy?
I have 98.
Yeah. So uncommon, the second floor items start at 100 gold. That's the lowest they go.
Is there a staff that's 100 gold?
No.
All right, never
No.
mind then.
Not that I can. Not in my list here. No.
All right.
All right. So you guys are in Euronymous, he has offered you, after killing the Umber Hulk, he has offered you the use of his teleportation circle to Hearth if you are interested in taking it. And yeah, you see a map of the city there as well in case you guys wanted to go to it. That's kind of what you'd be looking at there.
So, hey guys, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. I want to get into like a football circle, where everybody's
A
crossed
huddle,
shoulders.
Spencer?
Take a
Huddle,
knee.
yeah,
Jeez.
Those are called huddles.
yeah, like you knew what that was, Tyler.
Such a white person.
Even I knew.
I'd
what
like to
that
get
was.
in that thing. What do you call it? The sports circle? I can't remember what that thing is called.
The last
It
time
was
I watched
probably-
sports was at least over 10 years ago.
That was probably the best answer you could have come. That was one of the best things you've ever said.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys. You're great
You're
friends.
welcome.
Even
Alright,
I
we're-
knew, Spencer.
alright.
Uh-huh,
We're-
sure you did, Tyler.
I knew.
Wait, we did rest, right? So I'm back up. Everyone's
You
back
did
up.
not
full?
rest.
We
Oh,
have
we did
not
not
rested.
rest.
Nope.
So,
have not rested.
so this city, they kind of hate me.
Why?
Well, let's just say that I was part of this group that used to exist but doesn't exist anymore. So
What was it called?
it was called Nasohend, not Nasohend. I always get that name weird. But anyways,
Nasohend.
And you actually see jumping like in between Dio's legs. You see Euronymous kind of duck under the conversation
Oh,
in the
shit.
football huddle, and goes, "Oi, did you say you were part of Nasohend?"
yeah, maybe.
Bloody hell, mate! There's some nasty people in Nasohend. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, I was. Yeah, there's some nasty people in there.
He just kind of shakes his head and mumbles something to himself and ducks back under Dio's legs and walks away.
Hey, don't butt in again. All right. Anyways, what was I saying?
You were telling us about Nasohend.
No. Wait, really? What was I saying?
That's exactly. You were saying that you were part of an organization.
Oh,
NASA.
yeah.
you
Yeah.
said.
Okay. Yeah. So Nasohend, city sucks. So if you're gonna go there, I'm gonna have to rest a little bit for my spells.
We just slept though.
No, you guys haven't slept. After your battle, you didn't.
Well, I agree that
How
we
long
should
ago,
rest.
It wasn't. You're right. No, by the time it took you guys to wake up, go to the place, and come back, it's probably maybe 3 p.m.
All right. Never mind then. So, just be warned. I got probably some scary bounties in there, and if I go in there
For
without
what?
looking like myself, I'm probably gonna get killed and put in jail, or worse, used as a
Raped.
rape. Yeah. Yes. Exactly, bird friend.
Ah.
Squawk.
That's
Right.
the only. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only word that Fox has learned so far.
Raped.
Yes.
Raped.
All right.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
We get it.
Raped.
So wait, what did the Nasohend do?
It was mostly drug smuggling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were, you killed people for money.
Oh, I
That
did
would be
that
a
too.
neat-
Yeah, I did
a
that too.
neat- Oh, that would be a neat
Fox
skill set
scoffs
for
at him.
What? You got?
Pathetic.
If-
I say that in Kinku.
What's that sound like? Oh man, come on. I did my best. All right. I killed as many people as possible. Maybe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dio shuffles uncomfortably.
So you guys want to go there?
Yes, of course. I mean,
Sweet.
where else can we find answers to the whole cult issue? I mean, they were the ones that sent the troops to down over to Oakhurst. Maybe we'll get a chance to see a little bit more and learn
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah,
the
Good
whole
observation, Dean.
the whole big cult issue.
yeah. The
You
cults.
forgot about that? How they tried to kill us?
Yeah, those cult people. Ooh,
Man,
evil.
Gargoyle really sounds like Dean today.
Yeah. You get a
How
different
could you
accent.
forget? How could you forget that someone tried to murder you? But
I mean, people have been trying to kill me for decades now, so I'm all good.
Oh my God.
What?
Pathetic.
God damn it! All right, give us your life story.
Above the table, Spencer, you could acquire a hat of disguise. That is an uncommon item at 100 gold.
I can I? What's the description of that?
It's you have to attune to it, so it'll take you 30 minutes to attune to it. And you can use one action to basically polymorph yourself to appear as another person. I can give you the like official description if you'd like, but that's the
Yeah.
essence of it.
Can I have the description?
Sure.
Official.
Yeah, continue. I'll look it up for you.
All right. I mean, I did learn a new spell. It's called Alter Self. Mr. Fox here would know about it. I could change my appearance for an hour, but I mean, I'd have to keep casting that, and that's a pretty powerful spell. So,
aren't you a pretty powerful spellcaster?
well, yeah, but eventually that. Man, you're just making me feel real bad.
Rape.
Oh Jesus.
Apparently, rape.
Apparently.
Oh, so there's no time limit?
No. No, it's the disguise self spell. That's basically baked into the item.
Oh shit. Hey Geronimus.
You hear just the most audible like just exasperated sigh.
Oh,
Oh, actually, I have one.
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
Never mind. You know,
He kind of cocks his head at you and then like shrugs and then goes back to
yeah, that Geronimus was actually fully on accident. It was a complete mistake. Every other time wasn't.
I know how much you like alienating your allies, so I'm just assuming, you're trying to piss them
I'm
off.
getting too used to Geronimus. I keep saying it.
Fox hands you his disguise kit.
Oh wait, is it a disguise kit or the hat?
It's just a disguise kit.
Oh, would I be able to hide my horns and red skin with that?
I'll tell you what a disguise kit does. I think it just changes your physical appearance.
It's just one of those fake glasses with mustache. And those.
That would be pretty good. Okay, so all it is you can make a you add your proficiency bonus, but you have to be proficient in the disguise kit and artisan tools. And it
Ooh.
basically gives you can add your proficiency bonus when you're making a disguise.
Okay.
Fox would make a disguise for him, couldn't he?
He could, yeah.
Well, I'm making glasses and a mustache.
Yeah, could you make me a disguise
and
that
a
isn't
top hat. All right, Fox makes this and he thinks it's the most badass thing ever.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to roll something first, Tyler. Hang on. Okay, so you want to do a glasses, a mustache, and a top hat, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have like any other kinds of kits that you could maybe chip in some of the components to make this? Like, does anybody have like a crafting, leatherworking, anything like that they could contribute?
I
have a
Smith's-
component pouch?
I have a
Theo offers
I'm
his
I'm
healer's kit.
proficient in smithing And
Well, you're not going to smith a top hat, I don't think, unless it's
well,
pretty.
I didn't know you use fabric to make weapons and armor. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay. I'll say. All right. Who would want? I'll give two people. I'll allow two people to contribute to this check. All right. Who you decide amongst yourselves what kit you're using and who's using.
I don't have any sort of kit that would help.
Dio has a healer's kit, but
Okay,
has,
if
like,
you-
gauze. I don't know.
Okay. If you'd like to, so you're
that'd
using your
work.
healer's kit, and then Gargle, you're contributing.
sure.
Okay. So let's have both of you. Let's have both of you roll me just a straight up and down dexterity check.
Ooh. 19.
19. Okay. And Gargle.
Ooh. It's so hard to. No, it's there. 18. So both pretty
18.
good. Yep.
Okay, that's good. That is good. Okay, so Tyler, go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. Add your proficiency bonus to the check, and then add +3 to that.
24.
24.
Jeez.
You guys amongst yourselves kind of lay some of the things out, and Foxy is pointing, bah! At certain objects on the floor and throwing others across the room, getting rid of them. He's just picking and choosing, pulling certain components out of your kits. He goes off into a corner, and he's missing for like 20 minutes. And as he returns back, he's got a pair of pretty convincing glasses, like spectacle glasses. A hat that isn't necessarily a top hat. It's kind of slouched at the top. It looks like it's kind of like a limp penis.
Like
It's just
Cat in
kind of
the Hat?
hanging at the top. It's not really impressive. But the most impressive part is the mustache. This thing is immaculate. It is just the most beautiful, like waxed mustache. It's got curls on the tips of it and everything. You could tell Fox put the most work into the mustache, aside from the other two items. And he has a disguise kit completed.
Damn, Fox.
He's proud of it. He's proud of it too.
I give him a fist bump. Thanks,
He
man.
hands it over to you.
You're so kind.
Ah.
I put all the pieces on.
Okay, you look ridiculous.
I think I look amazing though.
You see off in the corner, Frederick turns and looks at you and turns a bright shade of green and just floats away. You don't know what that means, but he does it.
Frederick.
Turned on.
Oh God, I disappointed him.
He's embarrassed to know you.
All right.
So just above the table, a disguise kit will give you advantage on deception and persuasion, deception checks against you.
Yeah, my red skin is still shining through though, so that's a problem. All right, before we go in, teleport there. I'll change the color of my skin, I guess. Remove my
Racist.
horns. I guess I
Oh,
have to
you
do
don't
that.
like being red?
Man, don't you just wish you could just change the color of your skin, you misogynistic prick?
We need a bucket of
Wow.
paint and a hacksaw.
That got real.
Well, yikes. All right, you guys ready?
Are we for sure leaving? Are we gonna rest first?
We rested not that long ago.
All right.
I mean, how long can we keep? Can we just keep sleeping?
I know.
You
I
could,
thought,
in theory.
I thought it was.
you
Was
you
it
guys
before or
could
after
take-
the fight?
Yeah, I mean, you guys could take like the rest of the next, few hours, 4 hours or something, browse
And I
around the shop. You can interact with Euronymous and wait till nightfall. Go to sleep and then wake up and do it in the morning if you want. It's totally
So
up to you guys.
I'm at 31 health, so I think we rested before we went cave thing.
Yeah, you want to go tomorrow?
I'm at 4 HP.
Yeah. Okay. fine.
Yeah, let's go tomorrow.
Okay.
And I want to attune to my new sword.
Yeah, you guys can take your time. Euronymous attunes to, or you guys presented him that bean earlier. That bean is actually different. I mixed up the magical items, so that's a DM fail on my part. I do apologize. The bean is different. So Dean, do you have the bean written down?
I do.
Okay. It's called a mimic bean.
Yeah, that's what you gave me.
Yes, I read the description incorrectly though.
Oh, the
That was my
description.
failure.
Okay. I
It says
mean,
when eaten, you transform into a humanoid being that you have knowledge of, and their physical description you have to have met them previously. And when you use that, you have advantage on persuasion and deception checks when taking the form of that person, and it lasts for 8 hours. It's a one-time consumable.
all right.
Do you want me
So
to send you the description in
yeah,
text?
could you send it in text so I can just copy and paste it onto my items? I was gonna start typing that up, but that's perfect. Thanks. I was gonna say, I was like, it says mimic. It didn't. Okay, perfect. Sweet.
Yeah.
Dope.
So just a little bit of meta, because you guys will probably never return to Oakhurst again. The purpose of that was so that um, Belak could return to Oakhurst in disguise,
Oh.
because he was banished from the town. Yeah. So I just thought that was
Who
that
was
was
he
the whole
gonna
reason.
transform into?
And just random townspeople that he knew from
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah. Just so he could return to town and like get food and supplies and things, like that.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little bit of lore, a little bit of lore to the world. But yeah,
Dope.
so there's that. Um, anything else you guys want to do? Anything you want to shop for? You feel free to role play whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah. Can I get that helmet or hat of disguise?
You want to buy that Euronymous' hat of disguise?
Yeah.
After all of that work that Tyler put in, or that Foxy put in.
It's I want to do it kind of like stealthily away from Fox, just not to disappoint him.
I'm looking in your direction.
Are you gonna attempt to pull Euronymous aside?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, right now Euronymous is talking to like a pretty large half-orc woman, and they're just kind of engaging in dialogue. He's trying to sell this woman a bow and arrow, and he's just he's doing a sales pitch.
All right. I'll wait until he's done.
Okay. It takes a few minutes, and then she kind of slumps her shoulders, like, and kind of lowers her head, and she leaves. And he kind of just like shakes his head and shrugs, and then starts wiping down the glass that the display is in front of.
Like a
Hey.
friendly barkeep.
Hey, Euronymous.
Oi, yeah, mate. What can I do for you?
You got the hat of disguise, right?
The hat of disguise.
Yeah.
You want a hat of disguise?
Yeah.
Fox hears that. He kind of looks over.
Shit.
Yeah, sure, mate. It's upstairs. You want to come with me?
Yeah. I'll go upstairs.
All right. And he turns and goes, "Oi, Frederick. Oi, hold the place down for me for a bit. We're gonna go grab an item upstairs. All right?" And Frederick just kind of, makes his little sounds. He turns and takes you upstairs, and you walk through the familiar sections of the second floor. Some items are actually missing from where they were last time. You gather that some items have been sold, so these levels get a decent amount of business. And he walks up to this glass display case that's hung on the wall. It's got like black wood trimmed around the outside, and inside is a plain white mask, almost like you would see like at a party city or something. Just the white masks that are just hanging on the wall. That's just a plain old white mask, but the one point in it, it has like a black, like almost lightning bolt going down over the left eye, starting from like the forehead and streaking down over the left eye to the bottom of the mask itself. And he goes, "Oh, this is it's not really a hat of disguise, obviously. You're not going to wear that thing on your head, you wear it on your face, but it'll do the trick. It's basically the same thing."
Oh, okay. So that's 100 gold, right?
Oi! And he kind of takes his finger and points up. Since it's high up on the wall, he can't actually reach it. So he just points up to a little sticker, and you see 100C written on it.
Well, you see, the problem is, I got 98.
Oh, you don't have the money.
I have 98
yeah, I
gold.
Knew it. I knew you
98. Can I do?
You have 98.
Can I do some sort of trade?
Can't you go downstairs and get 2 gold from one of your party members?
Yeah,
You can't.
The thing is, they don't trust me too much yet. They don't like me that much.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of an asshole.
Oh, I haven't experienced that, mate. You got your horn slicked back and everything. You look like a stand-up bloke. I like
You
you.
remembered that?
I still don't know how that
Uh,
works.
Standard blood.
Well, could I give you like some sort of trade? I have this. Wait, did I get the silent image spell scroll from Anonymous?
No.
I got this silent image spell scroll that I could trade in for, and then
No. It's
Uh.
I'm not gonna be a stickler of a 2 gold. All right, I'm just not gonna do it. I can't bring myself to do it. My mum, and he kind of like makes like a little symbol, like a cross, and he kind of kisses the air. Me mum would not want me, God rest her soul, to swindle you over 2 gold. Give me the 98. I'll let you have the mask. All right.
I pick him up in a huge
You and
hug.
Fox do not share the
Mike,
same mom.
oh no! Put me down, or it goes up to 500. Put me down right now. It goes
Okay.
up to 500.
All right. You're the best, man.
He kind of brushes his shoulders off and checks his nails a little bit and does one of these. He goes, all right, fine. Oi, Frederick! He shouts like at the top of his lungs, like right next to you. And I didn't want to scream in the mic. And you see the elevator doesn't move, but there's a little hole. You see it's almost like a chute, kind of like you see it like a bank, where you put the thing in, kind of like an air chute off to the side of where the door is. It's kind of a little thing for Frederick to float up into. It's just kind of like a little shaft made for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he slowly floats up and kind of makes his way over towards you. And he goes, "Hey, can you get this thing out of the wall for me? He paid good money for it." And Frederick turns blue, and then reaches for, kind of digs under his little tentacles and grabs the key, unlocks the chest, swings the door open, grabs the mask, and hands it to you.
Oh, Frederick, thank you. I put it on, and well, I want to look like a human variant of Euronymous.
Okay. It'll take you 30 minutes to attune
Oh,
to it.
shit,
It is
okay.
attunable, yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to take time to attune to it.
I
but
still try to
yeah,
do
you
it,
can
but I forgot about that part.
Okay. He's like,
Aw,
"Oh, you gotta
shit.
take a shit or something, man. Look at your face. You're squeezing. What's wrong with you? You look like
Oh yeah. Well,
you shit your pants."
no. I just forgot that I had a tune.
Oh yeah. All right. He kind of gives you like a side eye for a second, pauses, and goes, "Yeah, all right. I'll believe you." You guys make your way down, back to the main floor.
Ah, shit, Fox. Check out this mask, bro. Hat of disguise. All right. I'll put it on. Or I want to try to attune to it.
Okay. Yeah, you take the next 30 minutes or so and study and attune to it. Yep. That'll count towards one of your 3 attunements.
Yep.
Oh, you only get 3?
Yeah, in D&D, you get a maximum of 3 attunements.
Otherwise, that'd be
Okay.
pretty OP.
Or you could just strap yourself to the teeth with magic items.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
All right. Anything else, you guys? Any other items you want to sell or get inspected or anything like that? Or have conversations amongst yourselves?
I want to go up to Hieronymus and say to him, my friend, I was looking to inquire about the new leg that you made me.
Mm-hmm. It's highly modifiable.
Yes, and I thank you so much for this, and I was wanting to know, what would it be how much would it cost to add a sort of a flask or some kind of reservoir that I could keep healing potions in on this leg?
He when you said flask, he had just like a massive smile on his face, and then you said healing potions, and then the smile just disappeared instantly. He's like, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I've done that for a few pirates, actually. No, it would be it's the same thing. You really don't. It would be the same modification I make for people that like to put other liquids inside of that, if you know what I mean. And he kind of like nudges you, but it only gets to like your shin because you're like way taller than him. And he goes, yeah, it would just be a standard modification. Honestly, I don't really do very many modifications unless they're magical in nature. You would really have to put an enchantment on it. Like, this one time I did for this pirate, I put a never-ending flask of mead inside of it, and it was magical, obviously. So I don't really do wooden modifications. You'd have to slap something magical on it for me to really justify the enchantment.
What about a never-ending flask of healing potion?
Oh, mate, that would be a lot of money, let me tell you. That would be a lot of money. You would also have to bring me, like, several hundred healing potions just for the task alone. It would be a lot of money.
Okay, well, I cannot do that. I'm sorry, friend.
It's alright. No harm in asking, mate. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't have any money, dude.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's
Well,
Dio's creed.
Yeah, you gave
That
it all
is Dio's
away.
creed. It is Dio's creed. I
Well,
can't take
could
money.
You could ask Fox politely.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
Yeah, ask the most greedy party member if he'll give you money. Yeah, go ahead.
If you wanted to do an enchantment like that, Levi, you would have some of the material components for that. You would have to bring him at least 50 of the type of healing potion that you wanted, as well as like gold price for the other parts of the enchantment. But it would be a pretty substantial cost. You would have to. So like if you wanted to do like common healing potions, like a never-ending common healing potions, you would have to bring him like 50 common healing potions for the enchantment, as well as money for other materials and stuff. That would be pretty expensive.
I'll start collecting then, I guess.
I mean, that'd be useful.
That'd be crazy.
It would be
useful, though,
incredibly
yeah.
useful. Yeah, that's why it's so expensive. Yeah. Do
So-
you guys want to present him with the egg at all?
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Sell that bad
I don't mean to play your game. I just figured you guys would want to know what that's all about.
I completely
Sell it or
forgot
just
about
ask
that.
him what it's for.
Who's holding the egg? Is it Wrecker?
Well, we put it on the cart.
So Wrecker.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna squawk at him. He doesn't understand my language, does he?
No. Frederick does.
I'm gonna find Frederick and tell him we have one thing that we want them to look at.
Okay.
And he's gonna sprint out of the room. Really
He kind
excited.
of turns like a light shade of red and then floats out the door after you.
I get to the cart. What's Wrecker doing? Is he passed out, like snoring?
Yeah, Wrecker's asleep for all.
I pull the egg out of Wrecker's hands.
Okay. It takes him a little minute. He kind of fights like Dream fights you. You know, he's still asleep, and he's got a pretty firm grip. And you go to pull it, he kind of tugs back, but he's still asleep. You pull it again, and he tugs back, and then he finally lets go and turns over and grabs a bunch of hay and kind of snuggles up with it and falls back asleep.
He
Fucking
is a
Wrecker.
large potato.
Yeah, so I pull up the egg. Is Frederick behind me?
Yep.
I show him the egg.
Okay. He kind of looks at it and turns a pretty bright shade of green, and starts floating around it, and just kind of examining it and trying to check out what it is. And he turns to you and again just to telepathically goes, "Well, what's this?"
I say that it is an egg we took off some giants. That
Giants?
they were holding.
Well, this is very magical. Wow. He kind of goes, and examines it more and goes, "Would you like to sell it?" Squawk. Okay. And he levitates the thing and kind of floats it and
you
picks
got-
it up off the ground telepathically and starts making his way back inside with the egg.
Gotta find out what it is first.
Oh, money.
So yeah, he brings the egg in and sets it on the counter, and Euronymous comes over and goes, "Oi, what you got there, mate?" Looking at you, Foxy.
Squawk. Squawk.
A boy stuck in a well? What?
I look at Frederick.
Are you trying to sell me a magazine subscription, Bird? I don't know what you want, son. Frederick, what does this man want? And Frederick turns and silently communicates something to Euronymous, and he turns and goes, "Oi, a magical egg! Wow, my God, this is beautiful!" And he goes over and starts examining. He goes, "Would you all like me to identify this?"
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
God.
unfortunately, out of my identifiers for today, I could do it tomorrow morning if that's okay with you before you leave.
Ah,
That'd be perfect.
Okay.
Clickety squawk.
And he
Don't
grabs a
squawk
sheet
back.
and throws just like a cloth over the egg and then sets it behind the counter.
sweet.
I think we're ready for tomorrow, unless Dean wanted to do something.
No, I'm happy. I got a weapon I want to practice with, and and some healing up I want to be doing. If you catch what I'm
Oh, I'm catching what you're dropping, bro.
saying, I'm smelling what I'm stepping in.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you guys all make your way. What's that?
I said, oh, I smell it.
It's probably Wrecker. So yeah, you guys make your way out to the camp that you guys had set up earlier and pass out under the stars with the waterfall rushing, kind of lulling you to sleep.
Frederick in my dreams.
Frederick in your dreams, yep. As you wake up, sun is just cresting over the waterfall. It's a really pretty beautiful sight. The mist that's coming off of the waterfall itself is casting a bunch of tiny little rainbows in the mist with the light flying down. It's really quite beautiful. You understand why Euronymous picked this spot to kind of set up shop. It's very beautiful. As you guys get up and start, putting your armor back on and everything, Frederick floats back out and he is telepathically holding another plate. And this time it's got coffee and some bread and cheese on it. And he kind of sets it down in front of you guys.
Oh, Frederick, you shouldn't have.
Well, it's my job. I can't say no.
Wait, that's that's your job.
I'm legally contracted.
Oh, okay. I start eating it.
Wait, are
It's
you a
poison.
slave?
Roll a Constitution die.
Oh shit.
What are you saying, Dean?
Is he a slave?
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, as far as you know, he's not. You don't know. If anything, it seems like Euronymous is the slave to Frederick.
Oh.
Frederick, the BBEG.
Yeah,
Okay.
Frederick. Yeah, I'm currently planting seeds for Frederick to be the end game boss. He was right under your noses the whole time.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are all rested up. You throw your armor on, and you kind of get situated as you're all making your way in. Gargle, Erky pulls aside.
Ooh.
He says, "Hey, Gargle, can you come here? Listen, I gotta talk to you about something."
Oh, what? Oh, yes, of course. What do you have?
He kind of looks a little nervous. This is a side of Erky that you're not really familiar with. He looks kind of concerned, a little bit. And he goes, "Listen, Gargle, I gotta tell you something, man. I'm really not crazy about going to Hearth. I would rather us just head in the direction of refuge. I mean, that was kind of our goal, and we were trying to get back there. And I'm just more familiar and comfortable on that side of the continent, if you know what I mean. This is all, and I haven't seen my folks in a long time, and I'm just really not crazy about this whole trip."
What happened to brave Erky who wanted to continue to adventure with me?
He kind of like nods and kind of shrugs his shoulders and goes, "Yeah, I know, Gargle. I know. Listen, I'll go with you, and I want to stay by your side, but I got a family to think about, and I got folks at home, and and I got a girl that I was hoping to marry someday, and I don't even know if the city's still standing. We haven't been back there in so long. Anything could have happened.
Does Erky have children?
Erky, you got any kids?
he laughs and goes, "Oh, no, Gargle, no, I don't have any kids. I'm a little too young for that. No, I don't. But still, I want to see that side of the continent again. I want to see our hometown again. I want to catch up on family. I'm sure my mom's worried sick about me. I was trapped in that castle, and I don't know. I just want to go back."
Yeah, I understand that.
He can get teleported back, can't he?
Ooh, we could teleport you
As
back
far
if
as you're aware, there's no teleportation circle to Hearth. Hearth is kind of a small town. It doesn't really
Refuge.
justify a teleportation circle to it, unfortunately.
What about close to?
I mean,
What's
Hearth
the
is on the
closest?
way. Hearth is on
Hearth.
the way.
Yeah. Here, I'll flip you guys over to the map.
We may just have to split off with him at Earth.
Yeah,
Or
you know,
we could
Hearth,
kill him in his sleep.
Hearth is kind of on the way there, Urk. You know, it puts us closer there, and then so if you don't want to go, like once we get there, you're free to leave immediately if you'd like.
He kind of isn't really sure what to say. He goes, listen, I promised myself I'd stay with you. You know, that was kind of my goal, and I don't really want to leave you in a city with all these strange people. And I've heard horror stories about Hearth and the terrible things that happened there. I want to go home with you. You know, I want to go back. I want to be
Aw.
escorted with you. I don't want to go back by myself. I'll die in the wilderness out there without you guys. You know, I'm not a very strong fighter.
Don't worry, we won't die at Hearth either. That I promise you.
He says, so you could promise me after Hearth we'll go back to refuge. You promise me we'll do that.
I promise you, eventually we will go back to Hearth.
He kind of lowers his head and shakes it and goes, I'd rather sooner than later, honestly, Gargle. I don't know how much more of this adventuring I could take. You know, I'm trying to put on a brave face, but I have family and friends I want to get back to. I'm not an adventurer like you or everybody else here. I'm kind of a farm boy. You know, I have a mom and a dad and a sister, and I just want to get home. I'm a little homesick.
Don't worry, we'll take you home. We will.
He nods his head. All right, Gargle, I trust you. Thank
The
you.
goal is not to spend eternity in Hearth. Let's be honest,
But we
no one
will.
likes it anyway.
You're right. Hey, listen, I have heard some horror stories about the areas of that town. You wouldn't even believe the things that go on there. It's just awful.
You'll have to tell us about it. You know, and what do you know? Because I don't know much about it.
Well,
You know,
I just
memory
know they've
loss
got
and
a
stuff.
really shitty part of town that is run by basically a thieves guild. It's all I really know, but they have all kinds of terrible things, kidnappings and robberies and all sorts of terrible things. I've just heard rumors of people that leave and come to our town. They have a whole section dedicated to just nasty and disgusting things underneath the city. It's awful.
Yeah, it does sound awful.
He goes, anyway, we'll discuss this later. Just as long as you promise me that we'll make our way back to Hearth back to refuge as soon as possible.
That's the goal. Eventually,
Okay.
we as soon as we can.
Okay. And he kind of like puts an arm on your shoulder and kind of taps it.
Aw.
Walks back inside.
Man, Urky's such a great
Pussy.
guy, but everybody hates him.
Urky's such a pussy.
Let's kill him in his sleep. It would be an XP waste not to.
Wow.
Urky does get
Yeah, would
XP
not-
from
not
fights,
happen.
doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
As
Probably
far as
has
you're aware,
More XP than you guys.
little did you guys know, Urky has been getting RP experience this whole time because I'm such a good RP. I've been giving myself bonus experience. He's level 15.
Oh shit!
He's a god.
He's ascended.
Oh my god.
He's MeWee's champion, all this time.
He's champ.
Hmm.
All right. So you guys, what's up next?
I think I'm gonna put on the hat since I'm attuned to it now.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah. Am I attuned to my weapon too?
Yes, definitely.
I want to change myself into like maybe a human Poro without the horns, red skin. You know, it's just normal human.
Okay.
Wait. now,
Ugly.
do you look like that to us too?
Yeah.
To everyone?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
it's a disguise. I still have the top hat on and the glasses and the mustache though.
Okay. If it's anything like Tyler's drawing of you, it's probably hideous.
Yeah,
Slicked back horns.
slicked back horns.
So now do you have slicked back hair?
Yeah, it's just slicked
Yeah, oh
back
yeah.
hair.
You look like a greaser.
Hmm. Can I have a leather jacket on?
If you can find one, sure.
With the skull and flames around it.
Spikes.
Yeah.
Little spikes on the shoulder pads.
Cowboy boots with little spurs. Man, that'd be
Cool.
badass.
All right. What are you guys
Would
doing?
Um, I say we go. Are you guys ready?
Oh, we're not gonna rest. He's gonna look at the egg. in
We
the
already
morning.
did. Oh shit! Yeah, the egg. Yeah, we rested, but yeah, let's. I forgot that he had the egg already.
Yeah. So you approach Euronymous, and as you guys re-enter the building, and he's it's pretty early in the morning, so there aren't any customers in right now. But you can see Frederick is telepathically sweeping a broom back and forth, and Euronymous is
Man, he's
putting
badass.
some gold coins in what looks like a pretty primitive cash register. Just kind of counting the money for the day. And he sees you guys enter and goes, "Oi, lads!" And you know, whatever your bird friend is, I really don't know. How are you all? Y'all doing good? Y'all sleep well?
Yeah, we slept pretty well. Yeah.
Good,
it's
good.
all
Where's your
good.
big fella, man? Where's the big boy, the orange man? Where is he? Is he
He's
still asleep?
sleeping.
Orange man?
Good night.
Record.
No sleep
oh.
for 2 days.
Yeah.
Oi,
crazy.
hey. Well, hey, I'll tell you what. I'll keep an eye on him when he wakes up. I'll send him your way. Does that sound good?
Sounds amazing.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
All right, all right.
Oh, so next
yeah,
time we start, Ben is gonna still be here.
Yeah,
with it when he,
yeah.
Scum-
I mean, you
Completely different zone.
can't carry an unconscious body through a teleportation portal. That's yeah, you know.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So he goes, oh yeah. In the matter of this egg, right? Y'all wanted to know what this egg was.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He goes, all right, yeah. And he walks over and unveils the thing and goes, oh, there's something inside there. There's a living thing inside there. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm not really an expert when it comes to that thing. It feels magical, I can tell you that much. And it is definitely something living inside there. I don't know what creature it is. I couldn't even begin to tell you what it is. It obviously comes from an egg, so it's something that comes from an egg, but that could be 1,000 things. You know, I don't really know what it is. I just know it's living and it's magical.
You think
Is
it could
it
be
another
a dragon?
Kenku?
I don't think it's a Kenku. No, Kenku eggs are very small. I've seen only once or twice, and really I've ate them, to be honest with you. Sorry, little bird friend. They're pretty delicious, but
Oh my god.
no, they're about
I
the
cover
size of a
Fox's
coin.
ears. Oh my god.
Oh my
They're about the
God.
size of a gold coin when they come out. They're not very big at all.
I cover them harder. Little boy can't hear this.
He's just kind of staring off as you cover his ears.
Earmuffs. He's like, yeah, this is something larger, something completely different entirely. I don't know, but it is magical. It's not just a normal creature that's just in an egg. It's definitely magical. It's
Uh,
been modified. I can tell you that much. It's an egg from something that has been magically enhanced in some.
Could you tell us how it was magically enhanced?
No, not really. I don't really know. I mean, my expertise only goes so far. It's very powerful magic. I can tell you that. It was. It's been modified. That's all I can say. I don't really know anything else other than that. It's hard to say. But it's alive and it's magical. Those are the two things I can tell you.
Do you think it could be a dragon?
I don't know. I've never seen a dragon egg in person, to be honest.
Oh. Well.
It could be anything, guys. It could even be an egg.
Oh shit! Really?
Take the box.
He's like, I can tell you dragons are magical. I know that much. Most of them are very, very, very magical.
I think
But
we
I
should
have
keep.
never seen a dragon egg.
I think we should keep the egg here. Maybe you could keep it safer than we could.
Maybe. I mean, unfortunately, I might have to charge you for a babysitting fee. You know, this is really.
Well, I mean, it's more like
it's not a
egg,
service.
egg
It
fitting.
hatches and destroys the entire place.
Why don't we just sell it and then he can cook it?
Let's just crack it open, make it world's biggest omelet.
Well,
We could have a pet. Whatever hatches from it, we could raise.
Could do that.
I guess we'll just take it. How big is the
It's
egg?
like you know of a Pokemon nursery, right? You gotta pay me money. That's how this works, you know.
What's
a
the
one-time
pokey?
boarding.
What's Pokemons?
What were you saying, Spencer?
How big is the egg?
It's about an ostrich egg size.
Oh, okay.
It's not any bigger than Foxy, or I mean, it's significantly smaller than Foxy, but it's carryable, and you have a bag of holding now. You don't know how well it'll fit in the bag of holding. You know, what I mean, in terms of like if it needs to, you don't know how to take care of it. It's an egg. You know, you don't know if it needs to be incubated. You don't know if you can just carry it around. I mean, you have no idea.
Could I strap it to my back? My bag holding?
In the bag of holding, yeah, you could put it in the bag of holding, absolutely. You're just not sure if you were trying to like take care of it or anything. Like you could carry it with you and it could be fine and it could hatch in the bag of holding and come out, or I mean, you have no idea what it is. You don't know how to take care of it.
Yeah,
Anything.
I think just putting it
Figure it out.
in the bag would be best.
Wait,
Okay.
if it hatches in the
It'll
bag,
fit.
it's gonna suffocate.
Well, we'll reach that point.
We'll check it. We'll check it often.
We can
We'll
check
see.
it once a day.
It's got
And then
like
it can
10 minutes
become
of
my
air
champion.
after it hatches, doesn't it?
It can become my
Um,
champion.
Yeah, it's something like that. I can look up the specifics, but I mean, as far as you can tell, it doesn't look anywhere near hatching. You know, it looks pretty basic. You know, you don't know how to take care of it or anything like that. But you can stick it in the bag of holding, and it'll just float. The bag of holding is just like an infinite space. You know, it's in the astral plane. It's just a floating infinite space.
Is there
So,
a real
you know,
bright light? Like something I could hold the egg up to and then see if like there's a moving thing inside of it?
not I mean, not in Euronymous' shop at least. You could maybe look for one.
I think I have a cantrip. Hold on, let me check. I think it might be a first level spell. Oh wait, no, I have light,
Light. Yeah.
but I didn't prepare it for this day, so I don't think I can do it right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You could always swap it out if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll have to swap it out tomorrow.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna slap that sucker in my bag of holding. Just
Okay.
drop it in. Put the
Actually,
bag in my
good.
back.
could I use thaumaturgy to make a light?
No. Yeah, light would be the best way to do it. Thaumaturgy is just for noises and sounds, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Little visual tricks.
Oh well. All right.
I'll get light next day.
Was there anything else?
That is it. I think. Unless any of you guys got anything.
No.
No, I think I'm good.
Heading the big city, boys.
All right. Yeah. I'm disguised. I think I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Any last minute preparations before you leave? Anything you want to buy?
No, I got no
Nope.
money.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Euronymous takes you, goes, he kind of, all right, boys, it looks like you all ready to go to Hearth, right? Don't forget to spread my name while you're in that city. A lot of people know who I am, but a lot more could know, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, man. I slap him
Alright,
on the back.
alright.
What do you mean?
He kind of like stumbles forward. He's wasn't ready for that. He brushes himself off and goes, "All right. Anyway, come this way." And he kind of gestures to a room that's got like a little porthole on the top with like a wooden slit, like a wooden cross in the porthole. And he takes out just a massive ring of keys and just starts fumbling through and putting them in and fumbling through and putting them in. Oh, nope, that's not the one. No, that's not. It takes him like 5 minutes to get the right key. But then he finally clicks it in, opens it, goes, "Oh, there we go." And the door swings open. And inside this room, you can actually see a couple of circles. It's almost like if you picture like the Fallout 4 cryo room, kind of, in the very start of the game. You know how like there's like cryo stations going along. It's kind of like that, except in a half circle, in a semicircle. So there's like 6 teleportation portals around this area. And the main one is to Hearth. All of them are dusty and seem dilapidated and not really even in use. But the one to Hearth is pretty well kept up. And the runes on the ground you can see emanate like a really soft purple kind of light to them. And they're just scrawled out on the ground in like a 5-foot diameter space. And he kind of gestures over to you, goes, "All right, this is the portal now. All y'all have to do is stand still, hold hands, and I'll cast you in, and you should be good to go. As far as I know, I'd have never done it with more than one person, so if something happens, I'm not liable, if you understand what I mean."
Wait, really? Not more than one person?
Nope, I've never done it with more than one person. I've really just gone by myself, and I've let Frederick hold down the shop, you know, but
Oh.
I've never done it with more than one person, so good luck. And he kind of pushes you in the back and kind of shoves you in the direction of the portal.
Wait, is it safe? Are we gonna die?
Oh, it's gonna be fine, mate. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry your little horns. Well, not horns anymore, but don't worry about it, mate. It'll be fine.
Oh, all right. I'll trust him.
All right. So you all gather up around the circle, holding hands.
Holding hands.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. As a swirling purple energy consumes your bodies, you feel almost weightless. You all instinctively close your eyes, and like Ricky Bobby, you don't really know what to do with your hands outside of holding them. Holding each other's hands like that. Mostly, you try to relax and make yourself as comfortable as possible. Your extremities and your fingertips tingle, and you feel sort of lightheaded. Slowly but surely, your vision becomes consumed by purple, then white, and then black into nothing.
I can't see. I can't see.
Fox.
As you're moving through this portal, there's just it's like a tunnel of purple energy. You hear the screams of a kenku bird as you're almost forced through this tunnel of arcane energy. And as you emerge, you open your eyes, and darkness greets you. The smell of mold and stale water hits you before any of your senses are able to acclimate to where you are. You close your eyes and open them a few times, blinking to make sure you even still have eyes and that they haven't been reattached magically to your ass for whatever reason. Everything seems to be as is, albeit you're consumed by darkness. There seems to be no difference from when you shut your eyes and when you open them.
Well, I'm gonna start feeling around with my one hand still connected to whoever I'm holding hands with.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Wait, even if we have dark vision, we can't see right now.
You can, but oh yeah, if you have dark vision, you definitely can. Yeah, but you're not. You can roll an investigation check if you have dark vision, just a regular investigation check if you want to do that.
I got 15.
15. Okay. You find that there is there's like a small wooden a small stone carving, like an alcove, and it has a handle attached to it. Almost looks like reset into the wall or inset into the wall itself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a tiny little wooden handle, like a doorknob, attached to the stonework itself.
All right, I'll try to pull it.
Okay, you pull it. It is locked.
Oh shit! All right, watch these skilled hands get to work. I'm gonna try to pick it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a thieves' tools check.
I can't watch much. Can't see shit.
Uh-oh, that's I just rolled a 6
Make
plus
sure it took light.
that'd be 10.
10. You fumble around with the lock a little bit. It's actually a pretty intricate and looks really old, a really old lock. You kind of fumble around and you get like 2 of the pins set, but there's a couple more that you can't seem to get to. And after like 5 minutes, you just kind of give up and shrug your shoulders. You're not able to get it.
Shit. Fox, I need some help, man. Show me how it's done.
You can't see.
Oh, you can't.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Could
He's
I?
just
Could I
kind of
guide
standing
his?
there. Can't see shit.
Could I guide his hands?
You could roll. Tyler would have to roll with disadvantage either way.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's fine.
Low light.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't have dark vision.
You remember that Eronimus also had a ring of keys, but yeah, I guess he just forgot to give you the keys.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Classic.
Could I
Classic.
start to charge up a sacred flame shot to give him a little light?
I'll say that that will remove. That would be tough. I would say that would give him the light that he would need, but he would still be rolling with a negative modifier. I'd have to give him a negative modifier. It wouldn't be disadvantage, but it would be minus something.
All right. I can do that.
Okay. Do you want to try, Foxy?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me a Thieves' Tools check. Don't add your proficiency, and tell me what you get.
Well, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. So you walk up and you see Dio start to form the light spell or the Sacred Flame spell in his hand, and that just little bit of light is all you needed. You insert your pins and go bing, 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 and it opens just perfectly fine. Yeah.
I get so lucky with those.
1, 2, 3, 4, like it was butter. You saw Poro struggle with it for like 5 minutes. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, open the door, it's clear.
Damn.
Done and done.
That's why you're the
I-
master.
I kind of don't give you eye contact because it's embarrassing.
And you can't see.
I clap him on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
back
I can't.
anyways.
Don't even know where to look.
Yeah.
We
Now with the
were-
door open, you all emerge into a large sewer space. This sewer space has a river of water and sewage running through the center of a large gutter. To your right, a large wrought iron gate closed off to that particular section of the sewer itself, kind of trailing off into darkness. To your left, the river continues at a slight incline, leading to a large central open common space, looks like, where you see there are some people moving about. There are some stalls set up as well, with people moving products and pushing carts full of fur, metal, leather, rotting food, and even a cart full of women's shoes. Just anything you can even imagine is down here.
You think
There
I
are
can find a fur cloak down here?
You maybe, yeah. You see there are small makeshift wooden and stone bridges that attach one side of this river, quote unquote, to the other sides. There's a constant smell of sewage and ammonia present as you try to kind of catch your bearings.
Ew.
Small torch sconces light this area with dim light, mostly burned out or well on their way. And there are a few creatures here in making their way about. Most of them seem dirty and decrepit, walking with hunched backs, dirt-caked faces, and most of them with no shoes. Briefly, a rat runs over Fox's feet, and in the distance, you hear some sort of commotion in that large circular area, the distinct sound of deals being made and product being negotiated.
Drug dealers?
It smells like someone took a Poro in here.
Fox laughs.
I love Fox's laugh.
He chuckles.
Would I know where we are?
Yeah.
Roll me a do a investigation check.
Ooh. That's a 6.
You know that this is just kind of a subsection of what you're used to. You haven't really been in this area. As far as you can tell, you don't recognize this area.
All right. Well, boys, I have no idea where we are.
What? I thought you're from here.
Oh, I am, but I haven't been in every square inch of this place.
I have no memory of this place.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Well, I suggest we start walking and maybe ask some of these drug dealers over here. I know their language. I can speak to them.
Okay.
And that's what I start doing.
Urki kind of turns up to you and goes, "Isn't their language common?"
Will you shut up, Erky? God. I start walking away.
God. I'll follow you.
Right behind me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What are you question marking me for?
Wrong person. Sorry.
All right. As you approach this rotunda area, you see some wooden stalls manned by a couple of vendors. There are a few individuals peddling various dirty, kind of nasty-looking food, clothing, jewelry, and even weapons here. The quality of items ranges from literal trash someone seemed to have pulled from the sewer itself to fine nobleman's clothing. A small hag-like woman steps up to you in front of the party. She's holding a beautiful, ornate necklace with a silver chain and a brilliantly polished cut green gem in the center. She shakes the necklace in front of you and exclaims, "Here! An adamantine necklace! Stolen from the House of Sindel itself! Only 6,000
I'll
gold
push past her.
pieces!"
No. No.
You see Erky's eyes kind of like light up at this at this necklace with this green gem set in it.
I'll push him forward. No.
Okay.
Eyes forward. No, come on, guys. All right.
Here.
You got to stay away from those crazy old women.
Ooh,
Crazy in bed, but crazy on the streets.
Oh.
If you know what I mean.
fuck that.
Wait, what?
I modeled that
Fox
after
is
your
like-
coworker, Spencer. That one lady.
Yeah, I could hear it. It was the voice, very similar. Yep.
Fox is like, oh god.
All right. We just start. We walk past her.
Okay. Spencer, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yes, sir. Hopefully it's better. Oh, that is better. That's a 17.
17. Okay. You're kind of scanning the various stalls down here. The only light that you're really getting is from a grate that's directly above you. And it doesn't seem, nobody seems to be like walking over top of it, but it's just kind of shining a very dull light, streams of sunlight into this area. So what you can pick out, most of the vendors in this area are criminals. There's obviously like none of this stuff is owned by the people that are running the stalls. The food vendors and the various things like that, like especially the food vendors, they have like fish hanging from the wooden slats in the stall itself, but they're just covered in flies and maggots are crawling out of them. The clothing, even the nicer clothing, like the clothing that was from noblemen, has got dirt on it. It's got rips in it, stains, and everything like that. It's a pretty shitty spot. But the thing that catches your eye specifically is you see standing behind a stall a large creature manning a stall that is full of daggers. He's wearing a large gray cloak with the hood up, but most interestingly, you see a pair of whiskers protruding out of the shadows of the shadow of the creature's visage. From what you can see of the creature's skin, it is a dirty, milky white with scars and pockmarks all over it. Attached to his belt, you can see two incredibly ornate daggers, one smooth, straight in silver, and the other dark and hooked.
Ooh.
As you drag your eyes over the creature, you come across what is underneath the hood, and you are greeted by a pair of dark, crimson eyes.
Would I recognize this person?
You would recognize this person.
SMH.
You recognize this person as someone that you knew a long time ago.
Oh, SMS. Doesn't even know his own lore.
Smell my shit.
Smack my shit, dude.
Would that be Poozy?
Nope.
Wait, really?
Nope.
That'd be funny
alright,
if you don't know him.
I'm gonna go over to him. Man,
Okay.
these are some nice ass daggers, man.
He stares at you with a blank expression and goes, "Will you be buying anything?"
Yeah, I'll be buying some stuff.
Very well. This is the selection. Prices are non-negotiable. Which is what you get.
Do any of the daggers look special in any way?
The two that are strapped to his belt look incredibly special. You also recognize those two daggers belonging to someone else that you're familiar with.
Those two daggers. What about the daggers on your hips?
Those are not for sale.
Are you sure? I got a lot of money.
You do not have a lot of money.
It's true. You don't.
How, and you would know that how?
I can tell these things. You have no money. Move along. You're wasting my time.
Wow. Shot down.
Man,
Get fucked, idiot.
man. Are you sure? I mean, those daggers are real beautiful. I could take a look at 'em.
He goes like this, slams on the counter, and leans really close to your face and says, "Not for sale."
Could I try to swipe them, or try to just like grab one of the daggers real quick?
They're behind the counter.
Oh, I thought you said they were
So-
on his hip.
They're on his hip, and he's behind the stall.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind then. Okay, man. Okay, sheesh. Getting your panties all in a bundle.
While you're doing this, Fox is sneaking into the stand. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, that'd be funny.
That would be impressive.
Going for the daggers.
I PM'd you, Spencer.
Yeah. One more question.
What is it?
You wouldn't happen to be given the name Felix the White Lion, right?
He kind of cocks his head at you and goes, "I have not heard this name.
Are you sure?
I am sure of my own name, small human."
Well, I'm gonna take the mask off.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Right as you're about to reach up for the mask and take it off, you hear behind the stall behind you, you hear, "Poro? Poro, is that you?"
I turned around.
You are greeted with another familiar face, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
She runs up to you and says, "Poro, I can't believe you're alive. What happened?
Well, I mean,
I thought you were out of the city."
well, I came back.
Well, clearly, I understand.
I-
You came back. Why did you come back? And you see, she recognized you through your disguise. By the way, you weren't even able to take the disguise off, and she recognized you. What's different about her is she's wearing a dark black cloak. She has no weapons or jewelry on of any kind. But the biggest thing you notice that's different is she has a large single eye patch over her right eye. And she says, "You need to leave. You're not supposed to be here. Please, go away.
Oh, I'll be
No one
fine.
wants you in the city.
Wait, what?
No one wants you here in the city. You need to leave.
Well,
Please."
I mean, I got a couple new friends, just hanging out. Wanted to show them the city.
It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. I got you out of the city for a reason, Poro. Please, you need to leave.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave now. I got this sweet mask. Nobody's gonna recognize me.
The large cat creature behind you exits from around the stall, and he goes, "Jacqueline, do you know these people?" He doesn't seem to recognize you, and she says, "It's okay, Felix. We'll discuss this at a later time. I'm not worried about this right now. Poro, please, you need to leave. Get out of the city from wherever you came from.
Yeah.
You need to leave."
Yeah, I mean, we'll leave. Obviously, I'm not gonna stay here for 20 years.
Why are you even here? What are you even doing here?
Well, we came here to explore the city, get new. I mean, we're a group of adventurers. We're looking for some money. Kind of poor right now. At least I am.
You realize that he is in a position of power now. He lives in what did I call it? Shit. He lives in High Point. You realize that, right? He has power. He has influence. He's not just a random person anymore. He's a noble now.
Hey, quick question. Do we all hear this conversation
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
you guys are all standing right
Okay,
in front of
cool.
him. Yeah,
Okay, if
absolutely.
we gonna
Contribute
interject-
as you see fit.
Wait, who's this he? Friend of yours?
She turns and looks to you and goes, "He hasn't told you."
Oh, he don't tell us nothing.
Oh,
Ah.
I mostly lie to him. You know, it's kind of the relationship we have here.
Tries.
She lowers her head and shakes it and goes,
Yeah, I try.
You've brought these innocent people to a city that you're wanted in, and you didn't even tell them why you're here.
Well, I mean, they kind of wanted to come here. Actually, it wasn't. You know, I didn't tell them that to come here. They wanted to, and they just brought me along.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Unlikely story.
That's how it happened. I said nothing of this city.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly true.
Yeah.
Squad. Wait, is this chick hot?
She's an elvish woman. Yeah, she's pretty average for an elvish woman. Very, very skinny. Dark black hair, tied into a ponytail. You can see underneath a hood that she has flipped up, and then she has just a single black eye patch over her right eye.
Does she have anything that looks valuable on her?
She is wearing nothing. She has a black cloak over her, and it drapes down to like just under her kneecaps. She's not even wearing shoes. She's just, trying to be as inconspicuous as humanly possible. You gather.
Can I see the glint?
Also, you know that she picked out Poro when he still had his disguise on as well. What'd you say?
Can I see the
That's
glint in Fox's eyes about him wanting to steal something? And I'll be like, not these people, all right, Fox. Not the people I
Suppose you
know.
could.
She turns to Poro and goes, "Are you going to explain this situation to your friends here? This is a very serious situation.
Yeah. Is there?
He's in a position of power. He lives with all the nobles and everything. He's not just a dirty street dweller anymore. You understand that? He's a prominent member of this city. You can't just walk around town anymore like you used to. He'll find you."
Well, I mean, that is very true. Can't argue that. Well, maybe we could. Hold on. Sorry. Thanks, Mama. Hey. All right, sorry, I'm back.
Fail RP.
Shut up, all right? Real life happens, okay? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I was,
She says, "Go ahead." Oh yeah, you were saying something. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry. Yeah, I was thinking of paying him a visit, actually.
She laughs because, Poro, you can't just pay him a visit. He lives beyond the walls of the inner city. You can't just walk up to the gate and say, "I'd like to see Tychus," and walk through the door. That's not how this works.
I mean, I was thinking of a plan. I didn't have a full plan yet. I was
There
thinking
is no
of,
more plan. Poro, listen to me.
If
There
we
is
all
no
work
plans.
together, I'm sure we can think of something.
There is, Poro, listen to me. There is no plans. There is no Nasohend. There's nothing. They took everything from us. You understand why he doesn't recognize you anymore? Because this, and she flips her eye patch up, and you can see where her eye should be, there's just an empty void. It's not even just like the absence of an eye. It's like magically black. It's just an empty black void. And she flips her eye patch up and points to it and goes, "I had to sacrifice so that he would forget what he went through." And he points over to Felix. And as she flips the eye patch down, she says, "I made a deal with this hag woman. She told me that I would need to sacrifice something else so that I could remove the memory of what happened to him. So he would no longer remember anything that he went through. So she took my eye to remove the memory of what happened to him. We've sacrificed blood and tears and weapons and power just for him to sit at that level. We can't touch him. He's invulnerable."
Fox is just kind of listening.
And the magic, yeah, you gathered that there was some sort of modified memory that happened to Felix. She had someone modify his memory.
So he doesn't remember me?
He doesn't remember anything for the past 15 years. I started with him from scratch. He still thinks he's the runt of the litter. He remembers nothing.
Well, shit.
The hag, I told the hag to release 2 months of his memory, and she did 15 years of his memory.
Sounds like she
He
messed
barely
up.
remembered his name.
Is it that hag over there? And I point to the one with the that was trying to sell us that necklace.
She shakes her head and kind of laughs to herself and goes, "No, no, not that hag. It doesn't matter. You just need to leave. You need to leave the city before he finds where you are and he finishes all three of us off like he should have did that night."
Do you know if anybody else made it out?
I know. I mean, it was just me, and
Maybe
I pulled Felix basically from the ashes of that place. I dragged him out as I saw our friends being cut down in front of me.
even Zinny Boy?
Everyone, Poro, everyone. We are the only survivors of Nasohend.
I pat Fox's head. It's alright. It's alright.
He's not scared. He's just listening.
He's just
We-
interested. Like, oh, you have a
wow.
history.
Well,
You're not some potato we thought you were.
Nasohend is splintered. It's scattered. It's not an organization anymore. There are people fighting for power on every street corner. There's no civility. There's no honor among thieves. It's just chaos.
So you're saying
There's
there's
no
some
order.
fights, huh?
There are
I'm
people
looking for a
dying
fight.
in the streets for power over the things that we held control over. And he sits there doing charity for the city, for the common folk, acting like he's some sort of holier than thou person. Well, we know what he did. We know the truth.
Do we? What'd he do?
Wow.
We're trying to figure this out just from context.
how about we find some place to talk? Do you have like a little, I don't know, sewage hole you could go into? We could talk there.
Even deeper?
Sure.
She points back to the direction that she came, and she goes, "Yes, I suppose. Felix and I have been living in basically a hole for the past 2 months. That's the best I could offer you. But please, we can talk, we can catch up, but you promise me you'll just leave. You won't go for revenge. You'll just leave the city and never come back here."
I mean, I'll leave the city. I can't promise no revenge though.
She kind of shakes her head and just turns around and walks away without another word, back in the direction of where she came from.
Okay. I start following her.
Oh,
Okay.
so can we're gonna, while we're following her, we'll silently talk. Maybe she can overhear, but we don't care. I want to be like, so, what's all this about? You gonna fill us in a little bit?
Yeah, that's actually what we're going to do. Gargle.
I know, but anything before we go to do this? Anything we should, be aware of before we meet with this lady?
The rats here are disgusting. You do not want to eat them.
What? Have you eaten them?
Oh yeah, many times.
All right.
What if
wasn't
you
planning on
tried?
it.
What if you tried to apologize to this Tychus man? I'm sure he would understand.
I don't think that'd work. I really don't think that'd work.
Well, why not?
Because he should be the one apologizing.
Oh, well. We could go see him. We could mediate a discussion.
Or kill him.
Oh,
No,
that was-
no.
that was a pretty big jump there, Gargle.
Kill! Rape!
Oh,
He's just saying it's an option,
Just throwing out options. we don't have to, but we can.
we should table this discussion.
Kill!
I agree.
Kill!
Yes. I like it.
Kill.
Yes.
So we are killing him.
So we're gonna kill him. All right.
So, I mean, I have a better plan than just killing him, because killing is just boring.
Yeah.
We've tried your plans. They haven't worked in the past.
What plans? What plans
You
have I
know.
made?
Things.
The ones where we did stuff.
Oh yeah, I got a better plan this time.
Uh,
We destroy everything
Well.
he owns and kill his family and leave him alive. How about that?
Kill.
I don't know. I've
what he
been in
did to
that
me.
position. If you leave him alive, he will come back.
Okay, how about I blow off a leg, one of his legs, just like I did
Ah.
Dio.
They still we've seen that they still survive, and
Yeah, but I
unlike
mean he'll
Dio,
be
he
walking
might
with a
hold a
limp though.
grudge.
That'd be nice, seeing him walk around like
How
that,
about how about an eyeball?
or an eyeball. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't hear what you said, Fox.
I said that in Kinku, yeah.
Oh yeah. Eyeball, huh?
Foxy, roll me a perception check real quick as you're walking.
Okay. What's that? 11.
Okay. You see as you're walking away, back behind some of the stalls in this area, there's a little room, kind of tucked away, back like almost inset into the wall itself. And from there, you can see adorning the front of this area. There's a bunch of skulls on the ground, and then there's a couple of candles that are like lit inside the skulls themselves, almost making like the eyes just dance with like this orange light.
Mhm.
And you can see someone in the back of the room. You're not able to make out their features, but you see someone in the back of the room. It almost looks like a temple or like a shrine of some kind with a bunch of skulls and things around it. Kind of piques your interest a little.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys make your way back to the room, and it's just it's nothing. It's if there was such a thing as nothing, this is less than nothing. It's a small stone room. There's a constant dripping of like a single drop of water, and there are two, basically just mats of hay with a small little cooking station, and nothing else. There's no books here. There's no toys. There's nothing. It's just two straw mats and like a cooking spot. Barely fits you guys, and one is obviously bigger than the other one. And she brings you in and sits everybody down, and she says, "Well, I would offer you tea, but I can't. I don't have any tea to offer. I'm sorry."
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, great place you got here.
She kind of cocks her head and looks at you and goes, "I don't need you to patronize me, Poro. This is
Right.
serious. We're not joking around anymore.
Right, sorry.
This isn't the old days."
All right, sorry. Yeah, that's
he was
just how
still
I.
a jokester in his old days.
That's
eh?
just how I deal with my trauma. All right, I'm sorry.
What exactly do you want to know? Everyone is dead. Everything is terrible. There's nothing to live for.
Even
Move on.
Granby, is she dead?
Everyone, Zen, everyone, they're all dead. The only people that survived are me, because I got you out of the city,
Mm-hmm.
and Felix, because I dragged him from the rubble as he was fighting to the death against the guards. So, what do you want, Poro? Why are you here? What do you want?
Well, I mean, didn't really expect to meet you guys so soon. Not too sure what I'm even doing here.
Yeah, Poro, neither am I.
Uh, why why are you still here though?
I have to protect the big man. And she kind of points a thumb back behind her to the stall, and he goes, he's basically a child. He doesn't know anything. The witch removed way more of his memory than I thought she would.
What
He's a child.
what witch?
It doesn't matter. She's just someone that I found in the city. Once I found out how bad it had gotten, I went back to her and she was gone. I don't know where she is.
I mean,
But it doesn't matter
do you have a
anymore.
name or
What's
something?
happened has happened. No, I don't have a name, Poro. I just wanted to get the trauma out of his eyes. When you looked in his eyes, you could see the death of our friends inside of it. I just wanted it to go away. I wanted his suffering to be over.
Well, I feel like you've made it worse.
Ooh.
She sits forward in the chair and kind of stares very familiar daggers into your eyes, and says, "I don't need you to come into our house and tell me what I have done or haven't done. I got you out of the city. You should have died in that place with everyone else. But you were sick or whatever you was going on with you, and I got you out. So
Yeah.
don't come into my place and tell me what I should or should not have done."
Fox
Right.
nods in agreement.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm getting uncomfortable here. Or Poro's
And
getting
by the way,
uncomfortable.
why were you sick? Just conveniently, you decide to start puking bullets at the first sign of trouble? I don't understand. Why were you so deathly ill right before we were supposed to go do our job?
Wow.
Are you accusing me of
I'm not
something?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I want answers.
I
That's
don't,
all I've ever wanted.
I don't know why I got sick. I, I mean, I was sick for 2 days.
It's just awfully convenient, isn't it?
I'll say.
Mhm.
I'll say. Yeah, huh?
She kind of sits up and crosses her arms and looks around the room at the rest of the party and goes, "It really doesn't matter. Honestly, it's in the past. I don't want you causing any trouble and bringing death back to our doorstep."
Ah.
I
Fair.
mean,
That's
I
So here's what's gonna happen. You can be in the city as long as you wear that disguise. Don't go looking for trouble. Don't go looking for him. Be in the city. Go get drunk. Go do drugs. Go bang some girl. I don't care what you do in the city. Just don't bring death back to our doorstep for a second time, Poro. Do you understand me?
bring death a second time. Wait, what do you mean?
She slaps her forehead and just shakes her head and goes, "You understand that you almost died. You could have died if you showed up
Yes,
there.
yes. I understand.
I don't want that to ever happen to us again.
You know,
So if you're
sometimes
in the city,"
I think
just-
it's better I just died. You know.
she rolls her eyes and shakes her head and goes, "Oh, I just don't need this melodrama right now from you. How about you tuck your balls back up into
Hey.
yourself? Pull up your bootstraps.
Wow.
Stop throwing a pity party for yourself when your best friend is out there who has lost 15 years of his goddamn life. I don't need your pity, Poro. In fact, I'm sick of it.
You know what?
So if you're gonna be in the city, that's fine. Go fuck your brains out. Go get drunk. Go do drugs. Do whatever the hell you want. Just don't cause any trouble. Or I will come for you, and I'll finish what they started. Are we understood?"
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
I understand completely.
And she stands up and kind of brushes the dirt off of her cloak and tries to clean herself off as best as possible, and goes, "Now, can I do anything else for you, Poro? Or can I never see you or any of your friends ever again?"
I think it's best we just leave.
"I think that's best too." So she
Yeah.
turns and starts walking out of the room.
Yep. I start leaving.
Okay.
She is not a friend of you.
Nah, she doesn't like me. I know it's hard to tell, but she doesn't like me.
Some sexual past in there, huh?
No.
You throwing her the red bone?
Does he have a
The Red
chili-
Rocket.
Chili pepper.
Real spicy, if you know what I mean.
I do not.
Yes, I do not.
Do
Uh,
not.
As you're getting ready to leave, Tyler, do you want to check out that place, or are you following everybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak away and just kind of take a look at that place.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check
All right,
with advantage.
with advantage. Ooh. 19 plus whatever my. Let's see.
Okay.
19.
You pop your
Oh,
hood up.
that's high.
and-
That's high.
Yeah, you pop your hood up, and you stealth away.
Ooh, look at you like a ninja.
Ooh.
Are you going over to that shrine area?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk into the space, it is absolutely covered in just various skulls of all kinds of different creatures. You see humanoid creatures like elvish skulls. You see Githyanki skulls. You see half orc and orc skulls. I mean, you see every type of skull in this place. Most of them have candles in their mouths, and that like the top of the skull has been hollowed out, and they've set a candle inside of it. Some of them have scrolls inside the mouths themselves. And then there are a bunch of books laying on the floor, and you can see there, you recognize several of them as very basic, like necromantic text. And on the walls themselves, there are meticulous, like the graves in the Skyrim, the Draugr or whatever, like that, like
Mhm.
this, the inset kind of shelving
Yeah.
picture that kind of shelving, but just covered with like immaculate books and like text on. You can see various kinds of necromantic text. In the back of this little space, there's a woman that's sitting cross-legged. She has a hood up, and there's a staff resting at her side, off to her right side, and at the top of it, there's like a black skull that looks like painted black with two red gems that are inset in the eyes. um, and she has her hood up. You could just barely tell it's a woman by the silver hair that kind of drapes past the visage of the hood itself.
Hmm.
And she's sitting cross-legged with a book out in front of her, and on the book there's some sort of runic, like kind of almost looks like the teleportation you scroll you went through, but it's in some sort of red, like liquid. She just has her head down and is staring at it.
Um, are there any scrolls or books on the ground that would be of use to me? Should I roll an investigation?
You could roll investigation if you'd like to.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23. Yeah, there are a couple of books in here that are pretty advanced necromantic texts. There are a couple in here that actually detail just you're reading just the covers, because I don't know, you haven't like reached down and picked them up, but from just what you're examining with your eyes,
Hmm.
you could very clearly see just like there's basics entrance to necromancy. There are like the most efficient ways to raise dead. There are spells on, or like books on the occult and different types of like the founding of the beginning of the universe. And there are a bunch of books, like religious texts that you recognize, talking about us, like the gods, and various ways that they've been involved in necromantic arts over the past millennia.
Hmm.
It's a pretty immaculately well kept and detailed necromantic temple that's just kind of set in this area down here. And
Um,
the woman, you can see the woman as she has her hood up. You can see her chest is like, she's leaned over, so you can see the arches of her back kind of raise and then lower as she's breathing. You kind of see the hair move, back and forth. She's alive, just leaned forward, and
yeah.
it hasn't acknowledged your presence, as you haven't quite made it through the threshold. But if you'd like to step in,
Is there any scrolls that have blight? That I
you're
can
not
see?
able to tell. Yeah, not able to tell. There are a lot of the skulls in the room that are just kind of positioned throughout the room decoratively do have scrolls in them. You're not able to tell if they're magical in nature, if they're just scrolls with information on them. But yeah, if you'd like to enter the room, or if you just want
Yeah.
to observe.
Can I try
Okay.
to stealth my way into the room next to that staff?
Sure. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Uh, all right, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You stealth in. You kind of put your hood up and kind of readjust your cloak. And as you take one step through the threshold, you see not the woman, but the staff with the skull on the top of it. You see the mouth move, and it says, "You. I smell the necromancy on you." The woman has not lifted her head. She is still hunched over, but the mouth of the skull is moving.
Um, I'll lower my hood and walk towards the counter or wherever she is.
Okay. Yeah, she's just sitting on the floor. It's just
Okay.
in the room itself. And as you approach, you see the skull's mouth move, and it says, I smell death on you.
I pull out one of my human fingers and I show it to the skull.
It opens its mouth and it doesn't move, but you hear you are adorable.
I have to get my ass back here.
Wow.
Welcome to the temple of Jergal.
Wow.
If you'd like to roll a religion check to figure out who Jergal is, you can.
15.
15? Yeah. From your time in the undead settlement, you recognize Jergal as he's referred to as the Lord of the End of Everything.
Damn. Sounds
Seems like a
scary.
nice guy.
The skull, it's still like leaned up against the side of the wall. The woman hasn't moved. You could just see her breathing in and out very slowly. And the skull addresses you and says, "What can I do for you, my little death bringer?"
Can you understand Kenku?
Yeah, you seem like it's been communicating with you pretty easily.
Okay. I ask him that I'm looking for Blight.
Okay. How does that sound? Yes. You wish to bring blight upon your enemies. Of course. Very well. And you see the eyes of the skull kind of fade out into like a grayish color.
Mhm.
And the woman, just without like pushing herself off the ground, just puts one leg down, and lifts herself up from the position, but her head is still lowered. And you can see the gray hair kind of draped past her hood. She walks over and then grabs a skull and removes a scroll, or grabs a skull and removes a scroll from its mouth. And then walks back over, sits cross-legged back on the ground, head still lowered, still hasn't made eye contact with you. And then she extends her hands like in a cupped motion, like you're cupping water, with the scroll in the center of it, and just reaches it out towards you.
I grab it.
Okay, as you go to grab it, a just absolutely decrepit, old, wrinkly hand with huge long nails grabs your arm before you're able to reach it. And the eyes of the skull light up, and it says, now, little Kenku. What can you do for me?
What if I just gave him the egg?
Oh no! Don't do that.
What do you want?
The eyes light up, and it says, I do not require physical things. More, how you say, not a blowjob. Because I am a woman, from what you can tell.
Cream pie.
She says,
That bird.
I only seek, or the skull says, I only seek to bring about the end of the world.
Some pretty metal shit here. This is...
Uh-huh.
She reaches, she kind of pulls out, reaches underneath her cloak, and she pulls out a large text, and a large book. I'm sorry, and she, with her other hand, she hands it to you, and it's just a large book. And as you open up the pages are blank. And she says, I know what I can do for you, if you can do for me.
What?
This is the Book of Sealing. Sealing, Sealing. In this book, you are to record every death by your hands. Do so, and I will make sure you bring about the end of all things.
I reach out to grab the book and kind of nod. All right.
You swipe it from her and tuck it into your bag of holding.
Yeah.
And she says, "A deal we have."
Squawk.
She reaches out her other hand and kind of gestures it towards you, but it's not in a shaking motion. She has her palm facing the ground, and all of her fingers are spread out, and she kind of reaches out towards you.
I reach in to shake.
Okay. As you reach in to shake, she grabs your wrist, and you feel a pretty intense dark energy. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Unless you choose to accept this.
Nah, 15.
15? Okay. Her grip is like intensifies as she feels you try to resist, and the skull goes, "No, no, no." And you can feel the pain just like coursing through your body, this dark energy that you're familiar with as a necromancer, but has never really been applied to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you are going to take let's see here. 15 points of necrotic damage
Ooh, damn.
as her she is just like gripping onto your wrist much harder than any frail old woman you think could have ever had the capacity to grab onto your wrist. And the pain is just coursing through your body, and she slowly releases her grip on you, just one finger at a time. And then when her grip finally releases, you see you have this just like black smoky ring around your wrist. It's almost like a bracelet, but it's embedded into your skin, and it just has these ever so slight little swaths of dark like black smoke coming out of the wrist itself.
Okay.
And she goes, or the skull goes, this is a contract. A contract that you won't break. Am I correct?
Squawk.
Good. Very good. Mark your deaths in the book and come and see me when you feel you've had enough. And she releases her grip on the blight spell.
Okay.
And she lowers her hands, crosses them, kind of tucks them underneath her hands. The eyes of the skull go black, and the room falls silent.
Any more blight scrolls in here?
Not that you can see, no.
Hey, the character, my model, just came in, so I'm gonna go grab that from the mail.
Okay.
I'll be right
What?
back.
Nice.
Ooh, take a picture of it.
Gotta see it. Fox is getting caught up in the wrong crowd.
So it's just for your reference, Tyler. It's the Book of Sealing, Sealing.
Sealing.
Yep. And she
That'll
wants
be
you
what he
to.
holds, I think, in his left hand.
She wants you to record all of the deaths by your hand. She wants you to write the creatures that you've killed, yeah, she wants you to record like all of the deaths that you've not any of the revivals, like not any of the things you've brought back, but just the things that you've killed.
Okay.
She wants you to write them all down, like their descriptions, where you were, just kind of basic information on them.
Oh, wow. Weird fetish, but all right.
He looks at his wrist and says, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's still there. It doesn't burn as much anymore. You don't feel the necromantic energy anymore, but it's just ever so. It's almost like um, it's kind of resembles your blight spell and like the darkness and the black smoke that comes out of a blight spell, but it's just really faint. It's just very soft little puffs of smoke that come out all around your wrist, all around the marking.
Hmm.
It's basically like a bracelet that you can't take off.
Hmm.
And she wanted you to return to her when you feel it is quote enough.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, sorry,
I'm gonna
back.
walk back to Dio
It's okay.
and make it obvious that I need healing. Tug on his cloak a little bit.
Oh, bird friend, what's wrong? And I
What?
kind of like I bend down and start inspecting him. Can I like tell anything? Like I'm trying to like look at his injury. I'm like, what happened?
What?
And then I pull out my book.
May I see this?
Yeah, I hand him the book.
All right, I'm gonna look over it. And is there anything I can?
Um,
Can you even read it?
roll a religion check.
Alrighty. That is. What's my intelligence modifier? 17.
17. You see like the text on the front and the image. The image on the front is of just a skull facing forward with what looks like a wooden piece, like it's a wooden scroll attached to the front of it. If you want to look up Jurgal, Jurgal in the Forgotten Realms wiki, it's just the main picture. Here, I'll post it so you guys can see.
I see.
That's what it looks like.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's the front of the book itself, and you recognize that as definitely a book to a god. You've heard of the name Jurgal, but you're not familiar exactly with. Just in your studies, like you've read the word Jurgal, and you're familiar with. He has a couple of different names. Again, from the wiki, like Lord of Bones, Lord of the Dead, that King of the Walking Dead. You know, he has a lot of names.
So I can tell this definitely has undead.
You can tell it's not necessarily undead. It's just, it's not emanating any kind of undead because it's just a blank book. Like as far as
Mhm.
you know, it's just a blank book with Jurgal's face on the front of it or the symbol of Jurgal's face on the front of it. But like, there's no like I'm gonna raise the dead inside of it. You know, it's just a blank. I don't know if you know it's necromantic in nature. You just know it's a book, something having to do with Jurgal.
Friend, where did you find this? This is. Please tell me. Why do you have this?
I kind of brush off the question and take the book back.
Okay.
And I ask for healing, but in Kinku.
What? I'm not.
Well, oh, sorry. Yes, I'll tend to this wound, but. And then I look at like, cause it's like the wound around his. Is it around his wrist or?
It's around his wrist, yeah, his right wrist.
All right. What should I do to heal that? I'll just do cure wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll Cure Wounds.
So D8. It's just 1D8, right?
Depends on what level you're casting it at, but
Just
yeah.
first. Yeah, just first.
Yep,
level.
1d8 plus Life Cleric. So all your Life Cleric bonuses.
So 1D8 plus-
Wisdom plus Life Cleric, I think.
Mm-hmm. So it's some D8 plus 7.
That's cool.
Alright, 4 plus 7. 11.
11 healing.
Cool.
And you see, he reaches out and you're, and you can see there's like definitely some like injury. You know, the skin's kind of like dark and almost like cracked and wilted. And as he heals your wrist, that part of it heals, but the black wrist, the black thing around your wrist with the smoke has seemingly not been changed. It's still exactly the same as it was placed on you.
My friend, can I ask a favor of you?
What?
Please be careful while we're in this city. There seems to be much evil about, and I wouldn't want you getting mixed up in it. I kind of give him like a reassuring pat on the shoulder, and a little
You gotta bend
smile,
down on one knee and pat him on the shoulder. Yeah.
and then
What?
I kind of just turn away, knowing that he's all right.
Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Not from me.
No.
All right. Cool. All right. So you kind of catch up to the group, Foxy, and get your healing. And everybody as a party is walking
Did we
down.
know he was gone? Like, did we see him sneak off?
You didn't. No. I
did
mean,
not.
yeah, your passive perception was lower than his stealth. So
Yeah. So do
yeah,
I
you did.
do I notice him come back though, and then I notice he's gone?
If you wanted to try to stealth back to avoid that, Tyler, I'd let you do that if you wanted to sneakily come back. But you did get healing from Dio, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, I'm just chilling,
back.
just coming
Okay.
back.
Yeah, so you
What's
definitely
up?
saw him come back.
Where'd you go?
What?
He took a shit. He went to go take a
Oh.
shit.
All right. Squawked. Cool. Squawk.
He more
Squawk?
like
All right.
guacked. Am I right?
I want to remind you guys too, just because I notice you guys never do this. I don't mean to put this exact situation on the spot, but I do want to remind you of the insight skill in this game. I don't think you guys have ever done an insight check in our entire. So if you have the opinion that someone is lying, or you'd like to see like further details about somebody, you know, if what they're telling you is the truth, or if they're nervous, or if they're kind of fidgety, or if they're confident, all things about people, you can roll an insight check, and then I can give you, you know, an idea of what that looks like.
I remember we used that on Poro when he first joined our group. 'Cause
Oh,
he
that's
was lying
right,
about
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Could not.
So they don't get
lie.
used often enough. I love insight. I think it's a great skill. But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, that's
all good.
That's why I like Caduceus Clay, Talison's new character in the second campaign.
Hey,
of
I don't
Critical
like
Role.
spoilers from you,
Man,
Shepard. All
that's
right.
Some great shit, boy.
Hey, send a picture of your mini.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
do that real quick.
Yeah. Gotta find a great spot for it. I need some light. Ugh.
Okay. So anyway, while Spencer's doing that, we'll continue. All right. So as you guys are making your way out, you guys make your way down an absurdly long stone hallway. Like this is like a football field long of a straight stone hallway. At the other end, you come to a solid wall with intricate metalwork and some runes inscribed to it as well. You see Jacqueline walk up to the door and whisper some words at the door, and it glows briefly, and then a small slit appears in the stonework itself, almost like a door that that you would slide open for like what were those called? The Prohibition speakeasies. Like it would be
Oh,
like a speakeasy door, you know, like a little slit.
Awesome.
Can I
She
try
leans
to-
into the. What's up?
Can I like roll perception to see if I'd be able to hear that? What
Sure.
she said?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, let's use some new dice. Oh, shitty new dice. I got a 3.
3. Yeah, it just was. That's all you heard.
Damn it.
Yeah, the door glows briefly, and a small slit appears in the stonework. She leans into the slit in the door and says out loud in common, "Are you drunk?" Just in common, "Are you drunk?" You wait about 40 seconds, and then you hear a latch sound. Oh, nice. That looks really good.
Yeah, can't really get a good picture of it because the light isn't very good, but
You're gonna have to zoom out, son.
I'm zoomed in right now.
Yeah, you gotta zoom out. That's why
It's
it's
like you took
blurry.
a picture of it from across your room.
Zoom and enhance.
Yeah, zoom
Yeah.
out and take a picture of it like a normal human being.
I tried that. It was blurry just like this.
Come on, you can do it.
You know what, Tyler? You need to suck your own cock.
Tried it.
Well, Tyler, Are you going to?
Well, guess I have to.
Okay, so continuing. Get up here.
Continue.
She leans in to the slit and says, "Are you drunk?" Just in common. You wait about 40 seconds and you hear a latch sound. Jesus Christ, Spencer.
Sorry.
Okay, that looks better.
It's a way better picture.
That looks good. I like that.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I like it.
You wait about 40 seconds and you hear a latch sound. Dust separates from the gaps in the stonework and metalwork, and you see the door recede sideways into the wall, almost like a screen door would. If you're familiar with how screen doors, you pull them to the side like that. On the other side, you see a beautiful half-elvish male standing on the other side of the door. He is dressed in a white robe with a strange symbol painted onto his forehead. He nods his head in Jacqueline's direction and says, "Boss," and gestures out for you to exit.
Hello, boss, and I leave.
No, he said boss to Jacqueline.
Oh. Oh, well, I still say it to her.
Okay.
See ya, boss.
All right. You guys You guys exit.
I do.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all exit. The door slides behind you, and you can hear the distinct sound of stoneware as it closes behind you. You hear a satisfying sound as it latches into place. As you turn around, the half-elvish figure that let you out, he's just leaned up against some of the stonework behind you, and is just kind of hanging out there. Doesn't really seem to be doing much else. He's just kind of examining the area, kind of leaned up against the wall. But you are in just an absolutely beautiful area, and I will play this.
Yeah, we need some sounds.
Sorry. There you go. You guys are in an absolutely beautiful portion of this space. You have green grass around you. There is a wooden thatch work and with like vines throughout them. But most notably in this area, you see gravestones, mausoleums. And Poro, you recognize this as Rest, the section of the city, the cemetery portion of the city.
Hmm.
And I'll read the description of Rest that I have here. It's spoiler free, so.
I thought it was part.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space with temples and mausoleums, gravestones, and green grass. It is immaculately kept, with many of the people tending to this space considering it a great honor to have the position. The staff in Rest all wear white robes with no shoes, and they have painted a golden bronze compass on their foreheads. They, in the city, are called the Lamplighters, and they see their job as a way to guide the souls of the departed in the city to their rightful places, regardless of the deeds that took place in their lives. So what are you doing?
All right. All right, Poro. Where would we go to find some answers?
Answers to what?
This is your arc.
My arc,
So-
huh?
To the who knows about the cult people?
Yes, it's your story arc, bitch.
Yes. Can I? Where? Is there like a temple district here?
There is, yes. You are familiar with the Columbia District, which is has the majority of the common temples. There are other temples that are scattered throughout the city to other gods, but the main section would be the Columbia District.
I probably want to know anything about what was that cult called? Or Opal Assembly?
The Lamplighters? What?
Oh no.
Oh, they're the
not-
soldiers. The Opal Assembly. Are
Oh, the Opal
is
Assembly
army.
are the soldiers for Hearth, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Would I know anything about them, or is that a new thing?
No, you were very familiar as a member of the former Nasohend.
Mhm.
You would know a lot about them. What would you like to know? Like, do you want to roll?
Um,
Or I guess what's your question, and I'll see if you need
like
to roll for it.
if they have a headquarters,
Yes,
where would
yes,
it be on
absolutely. You would know that. You would know that absolutely. Their headquarters is the Shimmer. You see at the top left-hand corner of the map there. And then I'll read you the description of the Shimmer. The Shimmer is the home to the guards section in Hearth. Here, the guard captain, a human named Eliza, who you are very familiar with, trains the town guards, recruits people into service, as well as giving people a central location to report crimes. It's settled outside of the city, so if there was ever an attack on the town, there would be a quote forward guard unquote that would attempt to stave off attackers while the rest regroup. And you know that there is a rumor around town. You were never able to figure out if it's true or not, but you know that there was a rumor that that section of the city is actually rigged to explode in case any invaders try their luck breaking through that side of the city.
Hmm.
You never figured out how they got that to work or what the deal was with that, but you always heard rumors. People always talked about how, if anybody ever attacked the city, they would just nuke that side of the town.
Hmm.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty badass. All right. Yeah, we're going to the Shimmer, boys.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
so you see where you are. You're in Rest right now, which is that green cemetery space.
Yeah.
You would make your way through the promenade to get up to the Shimmer.
Well, actually, I mean, it's of course we have to find some drinks, right? That's just common in the new city, right?
I guess.
You want to do that? All right, yeah, let's do it.
Um,
We're going to find a tavern,
Okay.
and like on the way to Shimmer.
On the way to the Shimmer? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely, if you make your way through the promenade itself, you'll definitely be able to find a bar. The promenade, yeah, do you want me to read you the promenade section too?
Sure.
I could do that. Okay. The Elithar's Promenade, which is named after the champion of the games here, Gregory Elithar, that's his name. There's a statue of him in the center of the area, is actually home to the, quote, sports section of the city. Hearth is very known for their games. It's kind of like a modern Rome. And it's here that you can place legal bets and participate in several games and competitions here. There's on the main street, the promenade in the town, with an incredibly strong brick walkway in which many of the arenas are set on that street. Laid into the brick are some of the main names of the most famous champions of the games that are present there. This section of the town brings a lot of money and tourist business because Hearth takes a lot of pride in this section of the city. The most popular is a section called, quote, the Pit. And this is a city-sanctioned fighting pit that only the strongest members from around the continent come to participate in. It's sponsored by the city, and on top of the prize pool for winning, the champion gets a salary from the city, housing, and one reasonable favor from the city that they can ask, like, please, go rescue my family, or, do whatever. It's a favor of the city. This is basically like football to Hearth. People take bets, and they root on their favorite champions and competitors, and it draws in crowds from all over the world. With that, there's also an agility course that some people take part in as well. This competition is called the Tasking, and it's not as popular as the Pit, but you can still earn money and hone your adventuring skills here. The most important part about this is it actually draws a lot of families and different people from around the country because it has various degrees of difficulty, starting from level 1 and going all the way up to the highest level of difficulty. So if you guys ever want to participate in games of skill, anything like that, if you want to try to do the agility course, if you guys want to fight in the pits, things like that,
Wrecker
this is
would
the
love
space
that.
to do that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yep.
We gotta do that one day.
Yep. So you make your way through the
Why not
promenade.
today?
You guys can do it today. Absolutely. You're more than welcome to. You guys make your way through the promenade and you enter, or you see along the street, you're looking down at the names, and there's a bunch of different names here with dates attached to them, and then a small description of their accomplishments, like their winning streaks, or how much money they earned, or how far they made it in the tasking, various things like that. It's kind of like a Hollywood Walk of Fame, except they're actually laid into the bricks themselves as you walk through the. And the most popular tavern, Poro, you're very familiar, is the Left Canary. That's the name of the bar. It's just the symbol is just a little tiny yellow bird, almost like Ganymede from Overwatch. Just a little tiny
Aw.
bird.
Aw.
Yeah, painted yellow.
I want to change up my face so it's not exactly Poro.
Okay, it will take you 30 minutes to change, won't
Oh,
it?
shit,
You have to,
really?
or maybe you don't. I don't know. Let's read the description of it. I don't actually know. I don't know if you have to reattune to it.
While you guys are reading that, I'm gonna go to the
I
bathroom
can
real
I
quick.
can use an action to cast disguise self from it at will.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So as you guys are making your way, you find a secluded area, cast the spell, and then
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
Cool. Absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna go in.
Okay, you enter, and here, let me turn on some rowdy bar music here. Let me get my bar playlist going.
Can we get some banjo, bro?
Let's see here. Here we go.
What was this tavern called again?
The Left Canary.
Left Canary. Okay.
Just trying to find a good tavern. Where's the tavern? Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. So you guys enter.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I go
Alright.
immediately to the bar
Okay.
and oh shit, I don't have money.
There is a just ridiculously attractive girl, a young girl, manning the bar.
How old does she
Human
look?
girl. She looks. I mean, not like young, not like a 14-year-old girl, like a
Oh,
like a
God.
girl. Yeah, like a woman, a young girl.
All right.
You gather
Always
that this area of
18.
town gets a lot of
4 years
business, so they
old.
probably put the hottest-looking people in this part of town to draw as much
Oh,
attention.
so this is kind of like the rich part.
No. This is the promenade. This is where all the games take place. This is where all the tourists go when they come to visit Hearth.
Yeah.
This is like the tourist trap.
Okay.
So all the businesses and places here, they put their hottest people in the front to draw in more, draw in
Okay.
more people.
All right.
I want to hear Poro flirt with his
Oh.
high charisma.
I was just about to do it, my boy.
You see, she
boy.
is the bartender. There's actually a couple bartenders, but this one sticks out the most. She is wearing like a corset, but it's just showing just a ridiculous amount of cleavage, just like way too much cleavage. And she's bent over the counter, wiping the counter down with like a cloth. And you can see a bunch of people are kind of oohing and ahhing over her and everything.
All right, you freaks! I'm gonna shoot a firebolt up into the air. No.
You're gonna
That'll do.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay. I was gonna say, all right, let me look at my guard stats here real quick. Let me.
This is a hold up.
That'd
That'd
shit.
actually be funny.
What can
Do you want a quick save real quick before you do that?
I'm
Is that-
reading what
Could I?
prestidigitation is.
What are you guys doing? Outside of Poro, what are the rest of you guys doing?
We're just. I don't know where this is. I don't know if this is my first
Come
time.
on, Gargle. Let's
But
grab
because
a
of
drink.
Role play. Come on, Dean. Just do whatever you want, man.
Okay.
D&D. Go have fun.
Well,
Hey, Gargle.
well, ladies and gentlemen,
I hate to ask this of you.
then don't.
Can-
Ha!
can
Got
you,
him.
Can you buy me a drink?
You'd have to check with Fox there.
You
He's
don't have
money
money?
hands. Yeah, I don't have have
Wait,
Yeah, you do, you fucking liar.
how much money do you have?
Hey, not out of character, Tyler.
Fail RP.
Fail
Fail
already?
RP.
LRP.
Can I do insight? I wanna
You
use
can do
that.
insight. Roll an insight check. Dean, roll a deception check. Although we just talked about insight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. You're gonna have to roll high, Dean.
13.
I got 19.
As you walked in through the bar, Poro, you could have distinctly heard some coins jingling around in Gargle's pocket as you guys entered.
Yeah,
Mm.
I do remember Gargle, some coins jangling around near your pants.
Okay.
So-
but Fox has more.
I mean, as a friend, I was hoping we could grab a drink together, and I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on Gargle and make it look like he pissed himself.
Let me look.
I haven't even started drinking
You
yet. That's not going to
instantaneously
go over very
clean
well.
or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Oh shit! I pissed my pants.
You wouldn't want
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
you wouldn't want
I'll allow it.
anybody to find out that you pissed yourself, now would you?
So I don't have no defense against this at all? Like it just happens?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see anything that would do that. Yeah.
Poro, I'm a dwarf. Okay, if we're not drinking and pissing ourselves, we're not doing our job. Threaten me with something real.
Get countered, Spencer.
Well, that's one way to defeat it, right there. Well, shit. All right, man, you got me. All right, I cleaned it up.
Ask Fox. He is rich. He's got the hands, you know?
I'm saving.
I'm gonna go to Fox now.
Suck it.
Fox.
Fox looks at you.
I really hate to ask this of you. Could I have 1 gold to buy a drink?
One gold.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I flick it on the floor in front of you.
I get on my knees. Oh,
Some-
thank you, master.
I was gonna say somebody reaches down and like goes to pick it up, but then you grab it.
Oh, did somebody go for it first?
Well, they were just gonna help you pick it up off the floor,
Oh, who
but you
was
grabbed
it?
it before. Just a random bartender.
I want details.
They weren't trying
Pat.
to take it from you.
I
They were
want
just
details.
picking it
I
up.
want to know what they look like.
All right, it was a human male
Mm-hmm.
in his mid to late 30s, brown hair. He had one of those chin strap goatees. He had on a brown tunic with a lighter brown button-up shirt, brown pants, and brown shoes. Pretty normal guy.
Okay, so all right.
His name was John Common Person. That was his name.
That's a great name.
I know him.
I know that family.
Little do we know that was the big villain that we're gonna have to fight later.
All right.
I love John Common.
I just go grab a drink.
Okay. You walk up to the bar, and the bar. You do walk up to that one barmaid, the barkeep, the woman.
If she's not busy.
No, she's just wiping down counters.
Oh my.
If she's not
that's-
busy, you fucking milady. Well, if milady's not busy, I'll partake in her attention. I don't want to disturb milady from her duties.
Oh my, that's a lot of cleavage right there, my lady.
She's wiping it down and like stops mid wipe down and kind of looks up at you and goes, "Can I get you anything?"
Yes. Give me your cheapest ale. 1 bottle. Cause
Yeah,
I'm
you
very
look
poor.
like you buy the cheapest ale.
Yeah.
I'll agree. Yeah.
I'm
5
very-
gold.
My, you look beautiful today.
She puts her hands on her hips and kind of cocks her head at you and goes, 5 gold, man. Do you know how many of you people come in here and try to accost me? Just give me the money.
You people, are you making fun of teeth? Wait. Never mind. So.
5 gold, sweetie.
All right. Do I have? Shit.
As you're kind of fumbling through your pockets,
Uh.
she's like, "How about you come back to me when you have any money?" And she turns and walks away.
Oh, God damn.
Wrecked.
You're wrecked, you poor fucker.
I am.
It's kind of like Disney World, you know, everything's jacked up because you're in the tourist part of town. You know, you go to Disneyland and it's $4 for a bottle of water.
God damn. Well, I got 1 gold. That's. And I got disconnected from the internet. I'll be right back. God damn it. Piece of shit. Oh my god, really? Come on. God. I swear. God, Jesus fucking Christ. You've got to be shitting me. What the hell, man? Come on. Garbage ass internet. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Pissing me off, pissing me off, pissing me off, pissing me off. Oh my god. What the hell, man? Come on. The fuck? Network adapter. Working. 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 God damn.
Hopefully we don't pick a fight.
They just kind of like roll their eyes and go back to their conversation.
Exactly. That's what I figured.
Yep. And after a few moments, she comes out with one pretty large cup. I mean, large because you're a dwarf, so everything's kind of large for you. But a large cup of mead and a single plate with steak and some green vegetables on it. She slides it over to you. Says, "Here you are, sir. Enjoy your meal."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm on a scarf.
Okay. Do you find a place to sit down at the bar, or do you want to find a table?
I'll find a table and I gesture over to Dio and Fox. And I don't know what Poro's doing. I'll assume he wants to be involved a little bit.
I'll go sit down near you and watch you eat your food.
Because you're too poor.
Yep. I am squalor right now. Squalor.
So, yep.
I'll go over. Dio, or not Dio. I am Dio.
Yeah, you
Gargle.
are.
You all right there, Levi? You okay?
Yeah,
Join Neo.
an identity crisis.
Okay. So yeah, you go over and find your seats. Anybody else doing anything in the bar?
I'm gonna go up and squawk at the waitress
Okay.
for a high price drink.
All right. You walk up and go ahead and squawk. Oh, I like that. Everyone, like the music stops for a second. Everybody turns and looks in your direction. And like they pause for a second, kind of look you over, and then the music resumes, and everyone goes back to their meals. And she's like, "Is someone's bird out? Anyone? Hey!" And she like looks over to a random guy, like, "Is this your bird? Whose bird is this?" She's like trying to figure out who you're owned by.
I point to the mid shelf.
Oh, you want a drink?
Quack.
All right, tell your owner to come up and order it then.
I slam 10 gold pieces onto the table.
Okay. She kind of nods her head and goes, "Oh, okay." And she grabs one of the mid-shelf alcohols and pours it, and takes the gold from you and hands you the mug and says, all right, there you go. I hope your owner likes it."
What an ass.
Quack! And then I walk back to the
Down
table
it in
with you
front
guys.
of her.
Okay.
Hit chug it in front of her. I sit down next to Poro.
Hey, bud. Can I have a sip?
And nope. And I chug the whole thing right in front of him.
Oh, man. Oh, I need a drink. So fucking poor,
Well,
man.
You're a little alcoholic, aren't you?
Yes, I'm getting the shakes. What's withdrawal from alcohol called? I forget.
Withdrawal?
Yeah.
Withdrawal?
No, it's there's a word for it. Well, anyways,
Alcohol withdrawal.
yeah, that's
Withdrawal from alcohol?
that's starting to happen to me. No, there's a word for it.
We believe.
Yeah. Alcohol withdrawal.
The skibbies.
All right. Okay.
I don't
I
know.
believe you.
Yeah, I don't know. No
Well,
idea.
any of you guys doing anything else?
Not right now. Just enjoying the thing, and I guess
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, you guys enjoy your meals. You can hear outside. You can hear the sounds of "Hey! Woo!" You know, you hear cheering and different people, different games going on, and different bets taking place and everything like that.
Let's go there next.
Are people taking bets
Ah.
in the tavern?
What's that?
Are people taking bets inside the tavern?
No, they are not. You do see there looks to be bets being taken place, but it looks like for something else, not for any like the pit or anything like that.
Okay. Can I?
But there, somebody's playing like another game in the bar that you could place bets on if you wanted to.
Yes.
But you're
I
not sure
would-
what it is.
I would like to do. I would like to go over to that game that's being played inside the
Okay.
bar.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way over to that, and you can see there's an orc, a large orc gentleman, or sorry, half orc, because orcs wouldn't be allowed in the city. Half orc gentleman is sitting with a dwarf, and they're sitting at a table across from each other. And they both have exactly the same thing on the table. It's a plate with a mug that looks to be filled with water, and both of them are like struggling to survive. They are coughing, and their faces are bright red, and they're like just trying to hold it together. And then after a few moments, you see the half orc person, turn around and slam the water as hard as he can, and then pukes all over the floor and gets up and walks away. And everybody's, "Hey, yeah, you suck! Yeah, get out of here!" And then you see everybody like grudgingly exchange coin and various things like that to other people in the room, and the dwarf just kind of sits up heartily and feels good about himself.
Oh shit! Nice. I clap at the dwarf too.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of just taking in the applause and everything like that. And then you see a woman go, me, I'm next, you know. Oh, and so
Could I get? I'm gonna yell. Me next. I'll be taking this. And I go to sit down.
she sits down before you're able to, and a gentleman who looks like he's taking bets, a kind of an older, gray-haired looking human male, says, "All right, son, you'll be next. All right, she's got the next in line."
All right. I'll wait.
All right, so you wait, and a couple of people bring over a plate and then another thing of water. You also notice the dwarf did not drink his water. You see two bar patrons walk over, and they give the large woman, who's easily over 6 foot tall, muscles. You gather she's probably a competitor in some of the games here. places a plate on the table in front of them that has one red and yellow pepper on it. And then she sets the water down in front of the dwarvish woman, or sorry, the human woman. And the guy is like, "All right, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Come with your bets. Come with your bets." And people kind of gather around and flip coins to that guy, and he's frantically like writing a ledger down of who's who and what's going on and how much money they owe.
Can I? Would this be perception or insight to see like my best guess to see who would win?
It would be probably insight. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
insight.
trying.
Okay. And, come on, baby,
You're
make
gonna
me
lose
big money.
everything you have.
Big money.
With
Your
your
one coin.
Doesn't have much anyway.
What? Turn that into 2.
It was I got I rolled 15 plus 1, 16.
It would be hard to tell. You've seen the dwarf win, so just by like the odds of mathematics, you know that this guy's won already, so he's probably a decent
So they're
contender.
eating hot peppers.
Yeah, you've actually heard about this before. You know, you're very familiar with the way that this pepper works. This is called pale death. It's a pepper, very very rare, that's farmed in the Piccadilly Farms, and it is mostly used for cooking in small doses. You're basically just cut off like a little bit of the pepper and throw it into cooking, and it makes the cooking like really hot. Like if you were to make a giant like Skyrim-sized bowl, you know, the big metal bowls that they have in Skyrim, full of like soup, you cut off like not even an eighth of this pepper and throw it in there, and it's like already like tasting a habanero. They're
Damn.
incredibly concentrated peppers. They're magically enhanced to last over 100 years. And most people just buy one and it lasts them an entire lifetime. So you're very familiar with that. It's called pale death. It's got like a very pale red and orange hue to it.
Damn. Okay. Would I know a way to cheat somehow?
You're not aware of a way to cheat unless you can come up with something. I'm not going to tell you as the DM how to cheat in a
No,
game.
I was just wondering if. Never mind.
No, to answer your question, no. You aren't familiar of a way to cheat.
Yeah.
Unless you like layer the inside of your mouth with like non-tasting, something. I don't know.
Okay.
That'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I want to place my bet.
Okay.
My one-
So you walk up to
my
the
one
gentleman.
gold,
You
yep.
1 gold. 1 gold on the dwarf, right?
On the girl.
On the girl. Okay.
Yeah.
He's all right. The girl, you'll get back 4. You'll get back 4 what you put in.
What about
4
the
times what
dwarf?
you put in. The dwarf is only half.
Half.
You'll get half what you put in. Get back half what you put in.
Okay, the girl.
The girl. All right. So you hand your gold coin to him.
Yep.
4 to 1
And
odds,
you see
man.
as you walk around, you guys are feel free to join him if you guys want to get up and stand around the bar and look at them, or
Yeah, Fox is getting kind of drunk, so he might bet a lot of money here in a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm chugging, going through all my the
your
ale that
unlimited
cheap
beer.
Yeah, the cheap ale that they get, and I was like,
Oh,
all
it
right.
is just it's like Natty Light. It's just awful. It's
Wow.
disgusting.
Well, you drink enough of something. to make you feel
Oh
that
yeah,
way.
you'll get sauced. Yeah,
Should have
for
got
sure.
the medium shot.
I guess.
You could, yeah. There are combo meals with the higher level alcohols, and they come with more meals too, if you guys are interested in those. But yeah, so you see gathered around the table, everybody's kind of placing their bets. The gentleman, the older human gentleman, calls off the bets, and then there's a person who's kind of wearing a little bit of nicer clothes. Another human individual, human male, walks over and has them open their mouth and inspects the inside of their mouth, and kind of takes like the little bit of like a poker and kind of scans around the inside of their mouth, and then taps the dwarf on the back, and then the woman comes over and he kind of takes a little thing and scrapes the inside of her mouth and everything, and he gives a thumbs up to the bet giver, or the bet taker rather, and he's like, "All right, everyone, the pale death on your mark, get set, eat." And when he says eat, the dwarf and the woman both pick the pepper up and eat the entire thing, stem and all, in one bite, and chew it and swallow it. It takes a couple
Damn.
seconds. They chew, they chew, they chew. Dwarf swallows first, and then the woman, and then they wait. And they wait. and it starts getting a little uncomfortable, and then it hits them. All of a sudden, the woman grips the side of the table. Sweat starts pouring down her face at just a ridiculous amount. The dwarf, you can see beads of sweat forming on his forehead, and you can see him getting behind his ears. But he has his arms crossed, and he's just staring at the woman across from him. The woman is gripping the table. She's starting to breathe
Don't
heavy.
do it.
Breathe heavy.
Don't
She's
do
like
it.
constantly wiping the sweat from her brow with her hand and wiping it on her, her cloth on her dress and everything like that. And she's like, I can't do
No,
it. I
don't.
can't do it.
No.
You can do it. You can do it.
No.
Come on, stay in there. You can do it. The dwarf, his expression hasn't changed at all. And she's like, I can't. And just pukes all out, all over the contents of everything she ate at the bar.
God
It
damn.
all goes out all over the table. Everybody goes, oh shit, oh my god. Everybody's freaking out. Once she's done puking, she slams the water and gets up and just runs away. And everybody laughs and cheers and pats the dwarf on the back. And the guy goes and hands out money.
All right. God damn
Could
it.
I?
My
You're
last
a
chance.
big old
I'm going
loser.
in.
Um,
I'm going to sit down.
I point. I nudge at Gargle and I point in that direction. Oh,
Yeah. Let's go gamble. No money.
no, I'm saying that you should do that.
Oh, me.
Fuck. Fuck.
Could definitely try. All right, let's go do it. I come up there and a little tipsy and be like, I'll do it. I don't know what we're doing, but I'll do it.
Okay. So he goes, you, the gentleman points at you, Poro. He's like, you're up next.
Hell yeah. I'm going in.
He reaches out his hand and goes, the buy-in. And he's like waiting for you to put money in his hand.
The buy-in. I'm gonna give
10
him
gold buy-in. Come on, let's go. We don't have all day. Let's go.
I'll
Where is
give
it?
him. I'll give him 10 V-bucks.
You put him in his hand and he looks at him.
Anonymous.
He upends his hand and drops him on the floor and then flips his hand back around and goes, the money.
Those are very important. You just dropped something
Next!
extreme.
He just shouts into the crowd. Next.
I'll walk
grab.
up.
I grab him back.
I'll
walk up?
walk up
God
and
damn it.
say, how much?
10 gold.
Oh, here, and I'll throw that. Pull it out
All
of my
right.
pocket.
Ching. He goes, take a seat.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
I'm like clapping for you.
As you sit across from your dwarven counterpart, he kind of looks at you and a smile comes across his face and he kind of like that gif of that guy that nods his head, as the camera zooms into him and he
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of shakes his head like that. Kind of like that. Just recognizing a fellow dwarf, participating in games.
Wait, before
Um,
he goes up there, can I like pat him on the shoulder and say, "Good luck, my friend," but cast guidance while I'm doing it?
Sure.
Guidance would
You're
be-
gonna need to roll a sleight of hand check to try. Are you trying to disguise the fact that you're casting
Not guys, guidance.
guidance? Are you trying to disguise the fact that you're doing guidance?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
7.
7. You say, "Good luck, friend. I'm gonna cast guidance on you," as you tap him on the back, and the guy very clearly hears that and goes, "Hey, no cheating, no cheating. Get that shit off of him."
Oh, I'm sorry, and I like grab at the air to pretend that I'm like pulling it off of him.
He's like, "We're gonna check now.
Damn.
Did you get it off him?
Yes.
All right. Come over here. Examine this guy." And that same woman comes over, but she has a small little wand in her hand, and she touches it onto the back of Gargle, and she turns to the older gentleman and just shakes her head no. And he goes, "You have 2 seconds to get that off of him, or he's disqualified and he doesn't get his money back."
Okay. I'm sorry. I actually take it off of him.
Okay. She touches the back of Gargle again and turns to the guy and nods her head yes. He's like, "Jesus Christ, it's just a game." Oh, whatever. Take your bets, come on! And everybody now kind of grabs around him and starts flipping him coins.
So what are the bets on Dean's counterpart?
You get
You're gonna bet
you get
against me?
a fifth, so like half. You get half of
Half,
whatever
huh?
you put in. Yeah. So if you put in 1 gold, you would get 1.5 gold back.
What's Dean? 4
4.
times?
4 times.
Good bet. It's a good bet. Look,
I'm looking to bet 100 gold.
Stomach of iron.
Fox,
100
Fox, is
gold?
Fox is feeling tipsy, so he doesn't really give a shit. I'm gonna bet 100 gold on your counterpart.
You get 150 back then.
Cool.
So wait,
alright.
what do I get if I win this?
You don't know. You've just seen this guy
Okay.
rack up. I mean, he's just sat in the same spot, and he's won over and over and over and over and
Oh
over.
my gosh,
He hasn't
alright.
gotten up from his seat. He's just won constantly.
Yeah, I'm betting on
He
him,
probably
not Dean.
can't feel his tongue anymore. That's the secret.
Probably can't feel
Staying
this
so
anything.
long, you
He's
can't
probably
feel
actually
anything.
dead.
He's just dead.
Uh,
The corpse.
the dwarf leans over and kind of extends his hand in like a dwarven handshake, where you grab the arm kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah. And okay,
Do you,
I grab it.
Do you accept it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of shakes his hand. He goes, "Best of luck."
May the best shorter human being win. You know.
Oh yeah.
Human being.
Best of luck.
Human being.
We're human-like. Shut up. You know, I'm drunk.
Humanoid.
Whatever.
Yeah. He's a dwarf. Like you could say, "May the best dwarf win," and
May
that
the
would
best
make sense.
dwarf win.
There you go. All right. After a small period of time, everybody places their bets. Tyler, you give him 100 gold.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He kind of like gets wide-eyed at 100 gold. He's like, "Jesus Christ. All right, man. Whatever." It's like pretty surprised. All right. So they come out. A woman with a small metal utensil asks you to. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Asks you to open your mouth, Gargle.
I open my mouth.
Okay. She takes the metal utensil and kind of digs around your mouth for a little bit, couple seconds, make sure you don't have anything in there. Thumbs up, goes over to the dwarf, does the same thing. Thumbs up. And then they bring over a single pepper on a plate, and then just a tall glass of lukewarm water, just from the tap, from the well, and sets it in front of you. And the dwarf gives you a nod again, and the gentleman goes, "All right, 3, 2, 1, eat."
Okay. Now what?
Did you eat it?
Yes. Yes, I eat it. I
You
eat
just stare at it? Okay.
it. I eat
All right,
it.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh man. 14.
14. Okay. You take the pepper and you eat the whole thing, stem and all, and you start chewing it. It has just the sweetest beginning. It's almost like a starburst sweet. It's just intensely, just really strangely, awkwardly sweet. You gather it might be from the magical enchantment that's just messing with the flavor of it a little bit. And a couple seconds go by, you chew. It starts to get hotter. It's almost unbearable. Roll another Constitution save.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Roll bad.
15.
Okay. You see now the dwarf, for the first time, start to get really uncomfortable.
Tyler's gonna
gripping-
lose the 100.
He's gripping the sides of the table. He doesn't have his hands crossed anymore. He was pretty confident. Now he's gripping the sides of the table. More sweat is coming down his face. You can see it rolling off of his beard and everything behind his ears. He wipes the sweat away from his eyes. But it is the hottest thing you have ever had in your entire life. It's like you don't think you'll taste anything for a week after that. And it's not over. It gets hotter and hotter. You start hiccuping just out of just nature because you're hiccuping because it's unbelievably hot. A few more seconds go by. Roll me another Constitution save.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Holy shit!
Oh, that was 19 plus 4, so 23.
The dwarf now is feeling like he looks bad. His face is bright red. He's you can see him gritting his teeth. He's grinding his teeth inside of his mouth, and he's trying. He's just locked in eyes with you. You can see the muscles in his veins. He's channeling the mantle with his massive arms. His veins are coming out. It looks like they're ready to burst out of his skin. He's just gripping so hard, trying not to show any emotion. It gets to its breaking point at this point. One more Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god.
19!
The dwarf not being able to handle it anymore, it just barely gets out Nice job, son. Just all over the table in front of you. Everybody, just a collective, just outcry of boos and people. Fucking shit! God
Yeah.
damn it! You know, everybody.
With Fox to hear.
Everybody is
Fox
just
pissed.
absolutely so pissed off. People are throwing shit on the floor and everything like that. The dwarf is like keeled over, like breathing heavy and everything like that. You can't taste anything. You're not even sure if you're in the same dimension. You might have teleported to the astral plane as far as you're concerned. You can barely see right now. Your vision is just blurred. Everything is so hot. But you take the water, you slam the water, the dwarf slams the water. And he gets up and he goes to shake your hand again, just as like a congratulatory kind of thing.
I do, and I'll return the handshake. And
You do, and as he removes his hand, there's just a handprint of sweat on your arm as he takes his hand, and he just kind of like drags himself away.
are those
Above
your
the
fluids
table,
or
that was
mine?
a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 5. That's what that
Dang
dwarf
it,
rolled.
man! I was like, I was worried because I was like, I rolled a 11, and then was a 10 and 11, and I was like, man, if he gets anything, like, I don't know if that because my constitution's high though. It's
Yeah,
a dwarf.
so is
I
his.
was-
So
I know.
it
I
is.
figured. I was like, he's probably got the bonus too. No wonder this is gonna be a good showdown.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
all
my
right.
money back. What else can I gamble on?
So the gentleman comes over and goes, "We have a new champion!" And he grabs your hand and kind of throws it up, and everybody you see, or you hear rather, like 20% cheers and 80% boos, as people are not happy that they lost so much money on the dwarf. They were pretty sure he was a sure bet, and then you came around.
Yeah, you
and
hear
the
Fox in that crowd.
The dwarf comes over and takes a bag, and he says, "Oh, you can take this now and walk away, or you can keep playing. It's up to you."
How much is in it?
A pretty hefty amount, actually.
I'll take it. And I'm just gonna walk away because I can't feel my face.
Hey,
He
pussy,
kind of
wanna
slaps you
fight
in the
me?
back and goes, "Well done, son. Well done."
Hey, wanna face against me, pussy?
You can't even pay to get in.
Yeah, you can't even pay the
Hey,
entrance
hey,
fee.
Fox. Hey, Fox. Can I have 10
I'm
gold?
not
man.
spotting you 10 gold. I just lost 100.
Can I have 10 gold, Fox?
So
I squawk at you in anger.
with Foxy's contribution of 100 gold, Dean, you just made 357 gold pieces.
My God. Holy cow! I
Yeah,
gotta
Fox
do
wasn't
math.
happy with you. You should have lost on purpose. Ooh, Poro. I have a deal.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh, I'm rich.
All right, I pull you aside.
Yeah. What's going on?
Wait, can he? You can't understand me, can you?
No.
God damn it. Well, I want to cheat.
I need to go
I
drink
want you to
some more.
lose. I need you to lose on purpose, so that we can make gold from the other person.
I have no idea what you're trying to tell me, but I'm with it.
I write. Okay, I pull out a piece of parchment and I write "lose on purpose."
I give him a big thumbs up with a wink. Got
I
it.
give him. I hand him 10 gold.
All right, I'm going in. All right. I go to sit down, or I give the 10 gold to the dwarf or whoever.
Okay. He's like, "This is the last round, last call. Who's stepping up?"
Right here. I hand him. the 10.
Oh, he like points at you like enthusiastically, and then like pulls his finger away, like, "Ah, yeah,
I got 10 gold right here, boy. I mean, my guy.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. That's persuasion. That's 22.
Okay. He kind of looks at you, kind of cocks his head to the side, and nods his head and waves you over. And goes, "All right, fine, come here." Takes the 10 gold from you.
All right, and then I sit down.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Most of the people have kind of scattered away. There's just a handful of people left after the dwarf won, or sorry, after the dwarf lost. Well, technically the dwarf did win too in that case.
Yeah, man, I'm a
And
winner.
he's like, next person, and one guy throws his hand up.
Dean, you should go against him again. Either way, I win.
Are you gonna get me my money back?
Sure. Here, I'll come up to you, and then I kind of like point in that direction. I pull out a coin.
The guy goes over and takes the thing of gold and 10 gold and puts it in that guy's hand and goes to sit down.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh, too late.
Oh shit.
Unless you can convince him otherwise.
I'm drunk, Tyler. You know, or Fox. You know,
I push you over. I push you over.
What the?
Also,
I thought.
just above the table, so everybody knows, Dean. If you were to participate again, you would have to put your winnings. You would have to take your winnings and give it back to him because you're still at the table.
Oh
we
heck
we
no.
could win so much. We could win so. Come
It's
on.
infinite
With Fox's
money.
luck, yeah, it's infinite money.
Fox's luck did not come through just
did
a
not.
minute ago.
yeah, you're just
Hey,
Fox's luck.
hey,
The luck that you just
I'm
lost.
betting on my team against each
You
other.
bet against my team. No. Gargoyle's gonna go pass out in the corner. You know, he's gonna go drink himself into a stupor because he's in pain and he's probably gonna feel like he's gonna die.
He's gonna throw his
Shit out
face
of
into an
intestines
icebox.
tomorrow.
Yeah, just go bet on. You know.
All right, I'm betting on the opposite guy so that Spencer will lose on.
Okay.
All right.
How much do you put in for him?
I'm putting in 200.
200 for the other guy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is just a human. Just a regular, kind of looks like just a Joe Schmo looking guy, but he saw Poro not be able to enter, and he figures he has a decent chance.
You ready, bitch?
He kind of looks at you and shakes his head. Doesn't say anything, do you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, you guys get situated. Everybody puts their bets in. Not nearly as many people. Only a handful of people are betting, but this is the last round, so a couple of people are putting their last bets. The pepper goes and is placed in front of you with your mug of water, and the guy counts down 3, 2, 1, eat.
And I scarf it down.
All right, so does the other gentleman. Same process. Oh, excuse me. First time you're tasting it, it's incredibly sweet, almost like cavity-inducing sweetness. And then it slowly starts to build. The heat's hitting you now. Roll me a Constitution save.
10.
10. Okay. Is sweat starting to pour down your face a little bit? You're not pour, but you're starting to get little droplets of sweat on your forehead and behind your ears. The guy looks pretty unfazed. He's chewing and then he swallows and kind of just smiles at you. He seems pretty confident.
Damn.
Whether or not you're able to tell if that's fake confidence or real, you're not exactly sure, but he seems pretty confident. He's building. Sweat's now under your armpits. You can feel your internal body temperature heating up. Roll me another Constitution save.
That's 15.
15. Okay, he looks like a little worse for wear now. You've kind of recovered a little bit, and you're starting to feel a little better. It's just an unbelievable amount of pain. You're not even sure, you don't think you're, like I said, you don't think you'll be able to taste it next week. It's just unbelievably hot, and it hasn't stopped. The heat hasn't stopped building. Roll me another Constitution save.
Fox is looking at you in distress. Like, what are you doing?
Can I? Oh shit! Oh damn it! Can I use sorcery points to subtly cast Mage Hand to stuff the hand down my throat to make me puke?
You want to just throw the match?
Creative.
Yeah, I want to throw the match. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. 100%.
Okay.
So he looks pretty confident. He's kind of has a smile on his face. It's not as confident as it was before because you can see the sweat pouring down, and he kind of wipes it away from his brow. And then subtly casting Mage Hand, you turn over, stick the proverbial the spectral finger down your throat.
I want to spray my vomit onto him.
Okay. Yeah. And you just puke all over the front of him.
Yep. Mhm.
He sorry, and screams, "What the fuck, man? What are you doing?" He's all pissed off.
Oh, sorry,
Picks
man.
himself up.
Sorry.
And the guy stands up and goes, "All right, we got a winner." And everybody's like, "Ah, you fucking." And pretty much everybody is gone now at this point. Everybody's done playing.
I give a thumbs up I give a subtle thumbs up to Fox.
I nod in approval.
Because I did roll, actually, for that last one, and I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice. He rolled the 19.
Oh.
Oh, well, damn.
He rolled a 14, 7, and 19. All right.
I want to cast Prestidigitation, that word.
You got it.
And make my mouth chilled.
Okay. It does not help.
It doesn't? Okay.
No. It's all you feel is pain from your mouth.
All right.
It's just pain.
I hand you 50 gold from the winnings.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Yeah, so from the winnings, you make 64 gold.
No, damn it. Oh wait, yeah, that's normal.
50 gold?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the gentleman says, "All right, everyone, that's enough. No more peppers. Come back tomorrow when we have a fresh stock. Thank you for playing." And everybody's like, "Yeah," a couple like soft claps and everything like that. But most people have moved on after they watched the champion dwarf lose. So, not too many people.
Oh god.
Look at me. I'm the champion now.
My mouth. Is there a cow around? I can just suck on their teats for some milk.
You can certainly ask. Above the table, both of you are going to take disadvantage on Constitution saving throws for the rest of the day after eating.
You can get drunk easier.
Oh man. I have
I'm
a,
already drunk.
yeah, this is gonna suck. Alright. Well, shit. Yeah, I think we're done.
Congratulations on your winnings.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Fox.
Quack.
I give him a little pat on the shoulder. Thank you, thank you.
What else can we gamble on?
Let's go see some gladiator fights. Am I
yeah,
right?
any fights?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
There are
let's go
fights
to the
happening,
pit.
absolutely.
Yeah, let's go to the pit.
Okay.
How far away is the pit? I don't know
Just
where
down the
at.
road. You guys.
Let's go to the pit, boys.
All right.
Swampy
we drag
Six.
Bo. He probably wouldn't want to watch this.
1 sec. Let me bring you guys over. I forgot. Also, Erky Gargoyle is just kind of tending to you. He's kind of rubbing your back and making sure you feel
Aw.
better. He's trying to help you out.
I'm sitting there like in pain, but I'm going, oh, worth it.
What a nice guy.
All right. Cool. So you guys going over to the fighting pits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So you guys make your way over to the fighting pits, and as you guys approach, you can just hear this just roughhousing, rampant, just
Cacophony?
cheers, and you can hear blows, back and forth, boom, boom, boom. People are just constantly. It almost sounds like just a bar fight contained inside this this thing here. Let me see if I can find see if I can find a fighting pit ambiance.
Reminds me of the new league champion that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, right.
What is he, a gladiator?
He's sort of like a pit master, where he like just does tons of fights. And
Yeah, we'll do this.
Dope.
He looks cool.
Do that one. Cool. All right. So as you guys approach, you see two individuals that are currently fighting in the pit. One of them is a large half-orc male with muscles pretty much just ripping out of his shirt. It's very similar to the Hulk in his appearance. And then there's another smaller human man that is dressed in almost looks like monkish robes. He's got like a brown almost V-neck type sash with a leather belt wrapped around his waist. And currently, he's got the giant half-orc man pinned in like a chokehold, and he's just punching the half-orc man on the side of the head. You hear him go, oh, just like hitting him over and over and over. And eventually, he pulls him backwards, lands on his back, and squeezes the chokehold tighter. And after a few seconds, the half-orc taps on the side of the thing, like, oh, give, and everybody erupts in applause, and there's boos and everything like that, and everybody gets happy and upset, and the human man stands up and puts his fist in the air and cheers. He's all excited and everything like that, and they both climb out of the pit, shake hands, and then money's exchanged like that.
Awesome. Awesome. This is where I am meant to be.
Are you gonna go fight?
Probably not tonight. I'm a little lost and I'm already in pain.
I
But
probably
I definitely
shouldn't
want to fight.
get into a melee fight.
Oh yeah, this is a wrecker. This is kind of a wrecker
Yeah,
thing.
this is a wrecker thing definitely, but I am going to, or I am gonna bet though. You know, bet some money.
Yeah.
While you guys are talking amongst yourselves, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bet 50 gold too with you if you're gonna bet your 50.
Oh God, 50.
Yeah.
I just made 50 though.
Time to make more. This is
Yeah.
how it's. This is
Do
how
you
this
not
is
know
our
how to
job now.
gamble?
We're not even gonna do anything else in
Yeah.
the world. We're just gonna gamble the whole time, every session.
Yeah, we just stay in here for like 20 sessions, gambling.
Trying to make money back that we keep losing.
Yeah. Hey, what? What about if Gargle goes to fight and throws the match, and we just bet on the other guy, like what we just did?
Yeah.
Huh?
Gargle.
Gargle?
Huh?
Gargle.
You have to be very specific with Mr. Gargle. He is as many some
Dio
would
could
say.
try.
Oh, Dio could. He's a pacifist.
Oh boy.
How about
Yeah, so I would. That
You know
would be
what?
really weird for me.
I will sacrifice myself, Fox, for you to
It
make
would be-
more money.
All right.
It
I-
would be so
I will go in and
funny
fight.
to try to intimidate him. If I could just like, I can make myself grow to like 10 feet, and then just like act all big and tough. But that's not Dio.
All right. So, hey Fox, what about if I get into the pit and you vote on the other guy?
Squawk, squawk.
Good idea.
Ah.
All right, let's do it. Are you back, Pat?
Yes.
All right. I would like to find the person who, or like, who would we talk to for placing bets?
There's looks like there's a table that a small humanoid individual is sitting at, and it looks like there's like a ledger sheet in front of him that you could go over, and that looks like maybe where you would sign up.
Okay. Oh God. Hey, can I sign up for the fight?
A little gnomish man says, "Oh, that really depends on what. Well, hang on a second." And he kind of looks you over. You don't really look like you're up for fighting there, son.
What does that mean?
Listen,
Look at this axe.
listen,
I hold up the
we
axe
have a
of Fox.
policy here. Hey, we
Yeah.
have a policy here, okay? This is how this works. If I determine that you're not quite ready to go up to fight, we have a strength test so that people don't just throw themselves in the pit and kill themselves. We have a strength test for you. If you pass the strength test, then you can enter the pit. Does that sound good?
Is he like a gay nerd?
No.
Wow, that's how gnomes talk. You
All right,
racist.
Spencer. All right, Spencer. Session's up.
I'm sorry, Pat. I wasn't making fun
Fuck
of
yourself. I love how the person who has the shittiest character voice in this entire game is calling me out on my character voices.
Wow, that just hurts.
Who's
all
hurting?
right. Yeah, I'll do the test.
All right,
Wait.
over here.
Too late.
Okay.
All right, he pulls you aside. A very similar individual with that same stick, the same wand, touches your back and kind of like pats you down, gives a thumbs up to the person, the gnomish person, and they have you lay down basically in a bench press style, and he says, "All right, if you can lift this 5 times, then you could go in the arena."
Wait, how much weight is it?
Well, you'll find out. It should be a problem for somebody as strong as you. Am I right?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
All right.
I was just curious.
So the 2 other gnomish people lift some weights and slide them on the pole, or slide them on the rod. It's basically just bench pressing. So they have you lay flat on your back and lift. Are you going to attempt to lift this?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh, a saving throw? Oh shit! God damn it! gotta get my other dice because I lost one of them. Give me a
I
second.
just realized I had enhance ability. I could have like given you advantage on strength checks.
Me
Yeah, that's fine.
or him?
Anyone who wants to go in the pit.
You also noticed that he touched that wand, the same wand to the back of Poro before he went in the arena.
Oh, he did.
Or before.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Damn it.
It's their anti-cheating measure.
I got 16 minus 1, so it's 15.
15. Okay. Just do 4. I guess 4 total. So
Okay.
5 total. 4 more.
That's oh shit. That's a 16 minus
15?
1.
15.
Yep. 15 again. Oh, that's a 8 minus 1, 7.
7.
14 minus 1, 13.
13.
Oh, natural 20, boy.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you do it with pretty relative ease, and he kind of looks at you. The gnome kind of has his arms crossed and is watching you lift it up and down, kind of moving his head with your motion. And as you place the bar back up, you're kind of exhausted. He goes, "All right, well
How was
done. Not the best I've ever seen, but certainly not the worst.
Oh, wow, thank you.
I'll put your name on the list. You're up against," and he kind of flips through a couple pages of the ledger and goes, "Looks like the White Lotus.
Oh, okay.
What's your name, by the way? I'll write you down. You got like a character name or some shit?
Yeah, I
All
got
these guys do.
Yeah, I got a name. It's the White Mask.
He kind of looks up at you from the sheet and goes, "Just give me your name, son."
All right, it's Bill.
Bill. All right, Bill.
Yeah.
He
You see
writes-
Fox
he writes
over in the
first
corner
is the
placing his bet. He's really excited.
Give him a
He's
thumbs up.
like, the guy goes, "All right, here are the rules. No magical abilities, not a fight to the death. If you drop to, well, above the table, if you go unconscious, if you drop to 0 hit points, we'll heal you, stabilize you, pull you out of the arena. You get no winnings if you lose, and you get half of what we receive if you win.
All right.
If we like you enough and you put on a little bit of a show, maybe we'll let you return. You can start moving up the ranks. Listen, people like a show around here. You know, if you hype the crowd up, if you get excited, you do stuff like that, odds are we're probably going to let you stick around for a few more. If you're boring, you're just a limp noodle and you just, fall over in there, we're going to say forget it. You're not going to come back. All right?
All right. So, all right.
He flips the paper and goes, "Sign here."
I signed with Bill
Buttlicker.
Thermerker.
Thermerker? Okay,
Yeah.
write that down. I would write that down.
Bill
My name is
Thermerker.
Bill Buttlicker.
He flips the page. And here.
Bill Buttlicker.
Initial here.
BT.
One more here.
BB.
Sign here.
Bill Buttlicker.
And
Bill Buttlicker. Even on the date.
like before you even finish writing the last thing, he just slams the thing close and goes, "That's good enough." And he hands it to the person next to him. He goes, "All right, get in there, slugger."
All right, bro.
I put, hey, am I betting your money too?
I haven't handed you any. I thought
Shit.
you were.
All right, I'll put 50 in
All right.
on the other guy.
All right. I go in.
Okay,
get ready.
so yeah, do you do anything to get ready?
I subtly cast Mage Armor
Okay.
on myself.
Okay. How is this gonna work?
Uh
Oh, are you not throwing, you bitch?
oh well, I mean, I don't want to die.
He's gonna lose anyway. Don't
I'm
worry.
not gonna die.
You don't die.
Okay,
No,
I
you
don't- I don't
this-
cast
you don't
it.
die in this. They stabilize you and drag you out of the.
Yeah, never. I don't cast it then. Never mind.
Okay. Are you throwing or are you trying?
Oh, I'm gonna throw definitely, but
Oh.
I'm gonna give it my good. My good.
Oh, that's less exciting. All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you drop into the pit, and you kind of crack your knuckles. Stretch your legs out, move around a little bit.
Jumping
and then
jacks.
Do some jumping jacks.
Yep.
And then in drops this figure.
Ooh.
And you can see he is wearing a pretty intricately designed jacket, kind of top piece. He's got various leather straps and belts throughout it. He's wearing very, very tight, almost like legging pants, black legging pants. He's got a black hood on, black shoes and then a white mask on. And then pinned to his little one of his leather sashes is a small daisy, white daisy with a yellow center.
Would I recognize this attire at all, or no?
No,
Okay.
yeah, not as far as you're aware.
All right.
Okay, all right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me cue up some music here.
I'm gonna do that stupid cheesy little thing where I extend my arm and like use my 4 fingers to back and forth, beckon him to come attack me. Yeah,
So you're gonna give it your best shot, huh?
I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna do my best. I mean, I'd probably lose anyways, because I have -1 strength, and I'm not proficient with any weapons. So yeah.
There are no weapons in this room.
Oh, it's just fists.
Just hand to hand. Yep, no fists.
Oh shit.
No kit fistos here, or
You are
all
gonna
kit
get the
fistos here.
shit beat out of you, dude.
I am going to get my.
Sorry, do you? If I didn't make that clear, I apologize. I should have. If you want to back out and retcon this, you can. I should have made that clear.
No.
Fox is like, oh yeah.
Sorry, I thought of like a fighting arena where they were like, wrestling on the ground and beating each other with. I thought that I made that
Oh.
clear, but that's my fault. Sorry, I should.
It's Fight Club, bro.
Clarify that. It's basically Fight Club, yeah, in essence. You are familiar, Poro, with let me see if I can find it here. You're familiar with the Cages, which is a different. It's not a city-sanctioned fighting pit. It is a no holds bar fight to the death. Anything goes, magic, spells, buffs, debuffs. It's just a 1v1, whoever comes out on top wins. But that is like underground fighting. That's not sanctioned by the city.
Okay.
So you would have to find somebody to participate in that. It's not something that you just
I'll do it.
go do.
Yeah. We could probably have Gargle or Wrecker do that later.
I want to see record.
But it is an absolute fight to the death. Like the cages are a fight to the death. Like, you're going to kill the other person. Whoever kills the other person gets out and they win.
Yeah.
So, people don't usually last very long. Champions don't usually last very long in that. But this is sanctioned by the city, so they're not going to be killing you because it's sanctioned by the city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Everybody place their bets. Anything you guys want to do before you jump in?
I want to throw down 50 gold on the guy that he's facing to.
Okay, 50 gold on him. So just mark that down.
I'm gonna get in on this too, huh? There, Foxy boy.
Swap.
Oh god.
All right, Poro, give him hell.
Yeah.
All right. So this guy cracks his neck, and then you see he stands on one foot and does a flamingo pose. He puts bends his leg to the side and places that on his other knee, and then crosses his hands in like a praying motion, and then lowers his head and just stands there.
What a fucking nerd. I casually walk up to him.
Okay.
Wait, do we roll initiative?
Yep. Roll initiative.
Okay.
I know. I was getting to it, backseat gamer.
Alright, sorry. Oh shit. That's a 2. Plus.
That's a natural 1
Oh.
for this guy.
So I got 4 total.
He got 3. Or no, I'm sorry. Wait. Let me see. Hang on. I wasn't ready for this. I gotta.
Ooh, something the DM wasn't prepared for.
I know. So with the 1, he has a 5.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I'm gonna.
So
get
he's
one
gonna
round
go. He's gonna go.
Just disappears.
Teleports behind you.
Yeah.
Teleport. Yeah, he's gonna teleport behind you and whisper "Nothing personnel, kid."
You hear that sound?
Okay, he is going to. He chooses not to go.
Oh.
He just stays there.
I'm gonna.
Offensive. He knows what he's doing.
I'm gonna dance my way up there, towards him.
Okay.
I can just make my way up there. And,
I can't hear you, Spencer. Oh, okay.
And
I'm gonna turn the music in.
I'm gonna try to copy his pose, like 10 feet away.
Okay. You do so. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. His turn. He chooses to do nothing, as far as you
my
can
God, this fucking nerd. All right.
A monk would be so cool for this.
Oh, for real.
He probably is a monk, isn't he? Yep. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. All right. Yeah, I get up close to him and throw a punch, I guess.
tell. Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
That's a 10. And
Okay.
a 1.
A 1. All right. With a natural 1, I need you to roll me another d20 to confirm.
13.
Okay. So you go. You kind of wind up. You're like all confident. You kind of like walk in like what's that guy? The MMA fighter. I can't remember his name.
Which
the-
one?
I don't know, whatever that. You kind of walk in all confident and everything. You kind of wind your fist back. You kind of kiss your fist and kind of do that. And you go to throw. And as you throw your fist, he just reaches up his hand and grabs your fist out of the air and then lifts his head up and just looks right into your eyes.
Was that it?
That's it. Is that your turn?
Oh, I thought he was gonna like just smash my face. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Now he's going to smash your face.
Oh, okay.
All right, he's going to roll to attack. And he is going to do so. Let's see here. That's a 16 to hit.
Uh-huh.
All right. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and he's gonna use a key point to make another 2 unarmed strikes against you. That's another 16,
Yeah.
and that's a natural 20.
Oh.
All right. That's 37 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
As he grabs your hand, he throws it to the ground, and you see he crosses his hands in like the pray emoji thing, like where you push your palms together, and boom, he hits you in the shoulder, and you can hear the crack of the bone break in your shoulder. And he brings his hand like a Mr. Miyagi around, goes underneath and hits you right in the solar plexus, right where your ribs meet, and you just feel like 6 ribs crack all at the same time as he buries his fist into your chest.
He just beats the shit out of you.
You can, the wind, if there was any wind in your breath, it is completely removed from you. As you try to breathe in, you breathe in a quarter of the air that you could. You can't even like take an inhale of breath. As he slowly resumes his fist back, and he places his foot on the ground and like takes a readied stance against you.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, you're down?
Yeah.
Okay. You hit the floor again. There's cheers and applause and everything like that. You don't see this, but everyone else. The monk puts his foot back down on the ground. He puts one palm against his fist, bows softly, stands back up, and then jumps out of the pit without a word.
Oh. Wasn't really a throw, per
Are
se.
are me and Fox cheering?
Yeah, I am. I don't know about you.
I am. I want some money. Woo!
You're just unconscious, like a rag doll.
Oh, my
How did he
friends.
survive in
movement.
the city?
No movement. Yeah, how did you survive in the city?
Because I didn't do stupid shit like this.
Turned over a new leaf, have you?
Oh, God.
Get that shit out of you. Whew, you're gonna be in the bed for a couple days. Weeks, maybe.
A couple of gnomes that are dressed in the same kind of attire as the arena fighters. They drop down, and one pours a small little vial of clear, like almost crystal-like liquid, and you can't. Your ribs are like 6 or 7 of your 12 ribs are just evaporated at this point. They're not even a part of your body anymore. But you are back to 1 hit point. You are stable.
Probably don't even know what happened.
Oh my god.
You don't even remember going into the ring.
You just start the fight.
Yeah, what's the fight start, guys? Whatever.
So who won? Did I beat his ass?
The
you know,
dwarf goes, "You
in
did
a
great,
way.
son. Good job. You did great."
Oh, sweet. Where's my winnings?
They don't say anything, and they just drag you out of the pit.
I can't move my body. Why is
I
that?
can't move.
I-
I can't move.
Natural
get-
20 on the bonus action key strike. Holy shit, dude! I'm gonna just play monks from this point forward. By the way, just in case you didn't know, you had disadvantage because he was chose to dodge, use his dodge action at the beginning of his turn.
Mm,
So that means you take disadvantage on any attacks.
okay.
I want to go over to where he is, and like where they threw his body outside of the ring.
Yeah, there's like a little tent in the back that is used to just take care of the people that have got knocked out.
Oh, will they let me back there?
Nearly murdered.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, what do we win if he loses?
Oh.
So let me calculate that. Let's see. It was just 1-for-1 because neither of these people have participated. And how much did you guys put in?
I put
I
it
put-
50.
I said
50?
the same.
Same. Okay. You guys get back. Let's see, 175.
Woohoo! Do that again.
I can get him back up.
That's easy money.
They probably won't let him back in, and you just get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, I can't use magic, so I'm pointless.
I love he just cracks you in the solar plexus. Natural 20. That felt good. I'm not gonna lie. That felt good.
Just slams your head against the ground. Yeah, fucked. I like
You
it.
got rickety
This is
wrecked.
definitely a place for a wrecker, though.
Mm-hmm.
And there are agility challenges here too as well. Don't forget that.
I'm not very agile. Well, I might be. I don't know.
Are there any lucky card games?
There are a couple of gambling games here. Yeah, we can get to. But first,
Can I get some healing?
the dwarf comes up to you and he has another sheet of paper, the same one, and he shoves it in your face and hands a pen. He goes, "Sign here,
I signed. Did I ever get
sign
a
here, and here.
Oh, okay, I signed.
And
Bill,
here.
Bill Buttlicker.
One time more here.
All right,
Signs his actual name, not thinking about it.
Bill Buttlicker.
Thanks for playing, kid." And he kind of like slaps your chest, just like like a, thanks for participating, slugger. But he hits you right where you got hit, and it hurts
Oh,
a
you
lot.
bastard.
And he just walks away.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
a piece
Can
of
I-
shit.
I want to go over to him. I'm just like, good job, friend. That was I'm very proud of you being brave and going in there.
Thank you. What's your name again? I forget.
Oh, my name's Dio. It's okay.
Dio.
And
Where did
I'm
I
gonna-
meet you? Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I'm
I-
gonna
Oh,
Start-
yeah.
I'm gonna like start like petting his hair and cast prayer of healing.
Okay.
That's
Go ahead,
gonna
do that.
help. That was a 1.
You know,
plus
I actually just thought of something.
6.
The disguise self spell would have dispelled.
That's true.
Ooh, shit. That's awkward.
Oh.
So I am Poro the Tiefling now.
In front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would
That's very
everyone
true.
like stop cheering and would they be like, huh?
He's probably not that well known.
I don't
in a
think
big
they were
city
paying
like
much
this.
attention. I don't think anybody really paid much attention, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I heal him for 13.
Okay.
I go up to Poro, slap him on the back, say, "Hey, great fight, my friend! You made us a ton of money."
Oh God.
And Fox has got your share.
Oh, thank you guys. Money?
We should have been doing this the whole time, you know.
I pat you on the back.
Oh, Fox. I know you got a couple bucks for me, right?
I give you 20 gold coins.
Oh, thank you so much.
I am rich right now. Holy shit.
I am still living in squalor. Okay.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do? Participate in more fighting? Anything?
I don't know. Is there any other type of fighting besides like the grapple and fist hand to hand? Besides,
No, this is like the football of this town. This is kind of the sanctioned fighting arena. It's just
Alright.
hand to hand.
how long is my disadvantage on?
Constitution till the end of the day.
Okay.
I'm gonna
then I
drink
probably-
my healing potion.
Okay.
Wow.
But you got me 13.
I could have healed you again, dude. I have
No,
like,
no, no. Save spells.
I don't think we're really gonna do much this day.
That's
Yeah, we should probably get a hotel room and get you to rest, get you in bed.
No need to waste a healing potion.
I think we should find a room, boys.
Wow.
I am in pain.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Drag him to an inn or something.
Well-
Yeah, the Left Canary has a inn in the top of it. It's like one of the larger hotels in the area. It's where any of like the participants or like the spectators that come here. It's basically like a large hotel. It's a pretty tall building.
Cool.
Do it. Go. Let's go.
Take one room.
And I
Okay.
got tons of food, or I got tons of drink left to drink.
You have tons of drink. You have one meal. Yeah.
And I already
Um,
ate stuff.
yep.
Good.
So yeah, you guys come through the door and you're dragging poor old Poro through the door. One guy that's exiting the bar sees Poro and goes, "Oh Jesus Christ, man! You look like a leather glove caught in a lawnmower. Holy shit!"
Oh, by the way, before we left the arena, I want to disguise myself again
Okay,
with the
sure, you can do that.
mask. I mean, sorry, forgot
Sure.
to say that.
That's fine. No, I just assumed you did. All right, so you go up to the. Do you want to approach the bar page? I mean, who's paying? Paying for everything?
I point at Gargle.
What? I point at Fox.
I'm already like helping drag him.
You're not very
I'm,
strong.
I'm
You
kind of
can't.
far. I'm pretending.
I need a room.
I'm tending to him. Oh,
I need
Oh,
I need some assistance.
How much for a room?
Are you talking to the barmaid or anybody
Yeah,
else?
the barmaid lady.
She goes, you can ask Jason. He's in charge of that. And he points to the other end of the room, and there's a guy, half-elfish male that's sitting at the table across from the bar, and he's got like a pretty nice table with like a tablecloth set up, and he also has a ledger with some things as well.
I go over. "Yeah, how much for a room?" And I whip out the voucher, and it's like, and more beverages, please.
He's like, the beverages you could take care of up front. For a room, how many rooms? How many people?
I look on I count on my finger because I'm still a little tipsy. I go 1, 2, 3,
2, 3,
4,
Fo-
5.
5.
Five.
You need 5 rooms. All right. Well, we
no,
house 3 rooms.
One room with 5 people, please.
No, that's against our code. Can't do that. We can fit 3 people in one room and 2 people in another. Is that good?
I can just say yeah, and I'll slip in.
Fox will pay for one, and I'll pay for the other.
All right. That's 250 total.
What?
250 total.
Oh God.
I
250.
refuse.
What?
What kind of shitty establishment is this? I say from my limp body.
Keep in mind, this is basically Disney World. Everything is fucking insanely expensive.
Disney World was like
So
this though.
125
trap.
each.
Huh?
125 each. You saying per room?
Yeah.
125, Fox.
No,
I'd shake my head.
I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it.
All
I
right.
agree.
We're gonna go find cheaper hotels, and I'll take a beverage to go.
He's like, oh, do whatever you want. I don't care.
See you later, loser.
He doesn't even react to
Can't
you.
even move.
I
He
can't. I
actually
can't
points.
move
He's
my
like, you
body.
can go down to Venmo if you want.
As we leave, I want to cast Thaumaturgy to instantly slam open all the doors and windows.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's tower.
The damn windows again.
All right. It's time to look at my guard stats. Jesus Christ. I didn't think I'd have to pull these out again.
Spencer,
What?
Let me
stop. You got a
look
skill.
this up.
I didn't do anything.
All right. I actually have specific stats for the Opal Assembly. Hang on. Sorry. Okay. All right. So yeah, you do that. The whole bar goes completely silent. That Jason guy stands up and he goes, "Hey, guards!" You see after a few moments pass, guard comes running to the door, and he goes, "Hey, this guy just blew out all our doors and windows."
No, it was as we were leaving. We were walking away.
Yeah, he chased after you.
Oh, okay.
Unless you try to do it subtly.
Yeah.
You using a sorcerer spell to do it subtly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that changes. Why don't you say that instead of me having to metagame?
Sorry.
Sorry, Shane.
All right.
That's your last warning, Spencer.
Yeah,
My last
for real.
warning. All right.
Next time you're dead.
Next time you're dead. All right, where are you guys going?
To the cheaper
he-
places.
He told you to go to Venmu. Venmu is the like the poor part of town.
Venmu it is.
Venmu.
You know, Spencer, you know Venmu as like just the shittiest place on earth. All of Nasohend's business came out of Venmu. All of the robberies, the murders, the slave trades, the sex trafficking, everything came out of Venmu.
Last two weren't us. But really nasty place there. I'm gonna explain everything about Venmu to the guys while they're carrying me along.
Okay, and I will explain to you all as Spencer explains it to you all.
All right.
The Venmu block is the poorest portion of the city of Hearth. Here, all manner of crimes take place. It's basically the Detroit of Hearth. It's a bad place. Nasohend used to do many, if not all, of its operations here, and the Opal Assembly don't really even bother with this section of the city itself, only taking an interest when its crimes or criminals move into other parts of the town. Here is where you will find the Temple of Soon, the goddess of love and beauty, in the, quote, red light district. Nobles and other high members of Hearth make frequent visits to this temple itself. And Spencer, you know that it's ran by a transgender elvish individual who goes by the name Limea.
Hey, Mia. How do you spell that?
Liemia. Limea.
All right.
She's like I should say they are the basically in charge of all of the red light districts section of the town. They're in charge of that.
Roger. Got it.
All right, so you guys making your way to Venmu?
Yeah.
All right. You do so, and as you move down from Elithar's, you can see that main street that kind of cuts down there. You walk past Rest, down into Venmu, and as you do, just the quality of the town just decreases the further south you go. There are stray cats and everywhere. It smells like just dog shit everywhere you go down here. You hear glass breaking, cats meowing, like the whole 9 yards here. In the distance, you hear people like screaming, and then you see a hooded figure just sprint past you with what looks like a coin purse in his hand. And he just runs past you, bumps shoulders with Dio, and just keeps running.
Wait. Can I roll perception to make sure you didn't try and steal anything from me?
Sure. It would actually be investigation.
Investigation. Okay. Oh, natural 20.
No, he didn't. He was just trying to run away as fast as he possibly could. And then a few moments later, you see a woman keep continually running. She looks to be at least 5 months pregnant. And she's just running and running, and she finally runs out of breath like 20 meters in front of you, and she just can't even. She gives up and just turns around and goes home.
How far away is the guy?
He's pretty far gone now. He's probably 60 feet away from you.
You know what? Let's not get in trouble here. It's just not
Okay.
worth it.
Ooh, wait. Okay, never mind. Wait, actually.
Let's go up to that lady. Hey, lady, over here. From the guy that isn't moving. I'm trying to get her
what now?
attention.
Oh, she turns to you and goes, "What? What? What do you want?"
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to grab 10 gold pieces from my winnings and give it to her.
She kind of looks at you curiously and goes, "Oh, I don't want to be in debt to anyone. Just leave me alone." And she turns around and starts walking away.
Okay, that's what I get for trying to be nice.
All right. You guys make your way to towards the center of this area, and again, it's just kind of utter chaos. Everywhere you go, there's just noises and people yelling, and all kinds of stuff happening. You come across an area that you've done a few deals in with as well through Nasohend, Poro. You come across the Rotten Pig Tavern.
Rotten pig.
The Rotten Pig.
Rotten.
That's not a very good name.
I was like, someone took a
Tavern.
poro over here.
You
I said
can't
get
keep
a
using
room
that
and-
joke, Dean.
We get a room and camp out here.
Yeah, I need. I'll pay. I'll buy a room for. I'll buy these rooms.
Okay, so you swing open the door, very Wild West style, only like the midsection door. This place is abandoned, doesn't have a single person inside of it, and there is a orcish, half orcish gentleman who's doing kind of like inventory, different things like on the bar, just kind of checking and making sure he has everything. And he hears you guys come in, turns and goes, "Oh, what can I get you?"
Is this So you said I was or that NASA and used this a lot?
Yeah, this was kind of just like a bar that you might go after, after you had like a successful, steal or,
Okay.
you had a successful robbery, you come here and celebrate or something like that.
So is this a new bartender?
Nope, same guy.
Same guy, huh? What's his name?
You would know him. Hang on, let me pull my names up here. Sorry. Where are all my names? Oh, here they are. You know this. His name is Luther.
Luther. All right. Two two rooms, please.
You got it, man. 2 rooms coming up.
How much is that?
5 gold.
All right. I use Mage Hand. Pull out 5 gold from my pocket.
Okay.
We're gonna get freaking like raped. In
Hey,
these
you don't
rooms?
need to do magic here, son. Just hand me the gold.
Oh, don't worry. I cannot move my body at all. I just got back from the fight pits.
He kind of looks you over and goes, "Yeah, you look like fucking shit."
Oh yeah, I feel like shit, man.
Jesus Christ. I don't have any healing or anything.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's what alcohol is for, right?
Yeah, you're damn right it is. Hey, you want me to call, somebody for you? You know what I mean? He gives you like a little wink.
What's he mean
I
by
get-
that? Oh,
I don't know. What does he mean?
oh, like a hooker, right?
This is your backstory, bro.
Like I'm supposed to know everything, Dean. God.
I could give Limea a call, see if they could help you out.
Not today. Not today.
All right.
You have any drinks? What kind of swill you got today?
I mean, for the lot of you, I could give you something for a gold.
All right, I give him gold.
All right, mark that off.
Yep.
And he pours you a good amount of alcohol. Again, it's just disgusting, nasty. I mean, it's basically water with like 0.001% alcohol content in it. In a couple of your cups, there's just tiny little black, like just dirt and grime swirling around it.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. Good stuff. I wanna.
He's like, y'all could fit in one room up there. I don't really give a shit.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna get murdered here, are we?
It's not my problem.
That's fair.
Listen here, dwarf. If somebody wants you dead, I'm not gonna stop him. You know what I mean?
Ah, I understand.
He means he doesn't like you.
I didn't say that. I said I don't care.
Right. Okay. I want to go to my room now.
You guys don't look like you're from around here. You sure you should be on this side of the town?
Oh, trust me. This is where we're meant to be.
I was born here.
Yeah, I'm sure you were, son. And he turns around and starts doing his ledger work again.
What, I have +2 stealth. You think I can get a couple jobs murdering some people here?
He stops writing, and then like slowly turns to you and looks down, and goes. Yeah. Oh, he like wipes a tear from his eye. Oh man. Thank you for that, dwarf. That was good. And he turns around and keeps writing.
What? Okay.
That's a big fat no right there. Big fat no.
Hey, if old this you over here, no skills McGee got one-shotted in a fight and used to kill people for money.
It was a monk. Monks are built for melee 1-to-1 combat. All right.
Oh,
It's almost like that's why they would want to participate in something like that.
Exactly.
I would have taken that one shot, and I wouldn't have got one-shotted.
Oh.
I don't know if I would have won, but I would have taken it.
Oh, you would not have won.
No, you would have died, Dean, or not get knocked out. But yeah, it's time
That's
for
not my
me
name.
to lay down and recover my broken bones.
Okay.
Yeah. All our characters
you-
probably pass out, I imagine.
Yeah, you guys all go upstairs. As you swing open the door, there is one bed.
Dibs.
That'll Poro. It'll have to be Poro.
Oh, okay.
Don't make the injured guy sleep on the floor, Dean. Jesus.
I'll make you more injured.
Urky turns to you, Gargle, and goes, Gargle, are you sure this is a good place to be? I'm getting the skeevies right now.
Don't worry, that only itches for a little bit.
He kind of shrugs and goes, all right.
It only itches for a little bit. What?
He said he's getting the skeevies. They itch.
Oh my god.
You talking about scurvy?
Potato, tomato.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's
Fox
not-
likes to little corner. He takes that,
Okay.
puts his little sack down, and then falls
Aw.
asleep.
Gargle go finds the other corner and gets nice and cozy and pass out with that drunken snoring going on.
Yeah. What does Dio do?
Dio is just gonna set up shop in another corner and do his nightly rituals.
Which is?
Just pray.
Oh wow, he's so holy. And
Wonder why you're with this group of people?
Yeah,
How you ended
he
up
does
here.
that every night.
Oh man.
He still is holding
Yeah.
on to the hope that he'll.
Dio is a different character than the rest of us. He definitely is.
A good balance.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys all bed down for the evening.
Mhm.
It is 10 o'clock. If you guys want to stop there, we can.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good stopping point.
Cool.
Get my ass beat.
Perfect stopping point, honestly.
Well-
Since we're getting the shit knocked out of us.
One
if he,
single.
man,
He was so cocky, and then
whoa.
getting so cocky in front of a monk.
Yeah. As soon as I realized that it was a monk, I was like, all right, I'm not even gonna land one hit, so I might as well just fuck with it. So.
Levi's like, man, this would be really cool if it was a monk. I'm like, you're about to find out.
I had my suspicions that it was a monk.
That's not even the champion. That was just a guy that showed up.
Did you have a champion written?
I do have a champion written. I don't have the stats for them, but I do have them written.
You should name him Seth.
But you weren't gonna fight the champion just stepping up your first time to the plate, especially not especially not Poro.
Oh no.
We need to get Wrecker in there, and we can make him
Yeah, he
You
can
can make
become
him
a
the champ.
werewolf. Just
Oh,
beat
that'd be
people.
so cool in the middle of the battle. Just would that be? That wouldn't be allowed, I don't think.
Well, I mean, he's still using melee, fist to fist.
Clawed fist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not against the rules, is it, Pat?
You don't know.
If he gets
You
low, I could just throw a healing word in there suddenly.
you know that no magic is allowed, and that includes like druidic magic and transformations and stuff, but nothing specifically says don't transform into a werewolf. So I mean, you didn't see that in the rules. So
What if you could? If they kick him out, he could claim that he can't help it, and then take him to court.
and then we have
We
a whole
court case.
Law and Order episode,
Legal proceedings.
legal proceedings in our D&D campaign. That
Yep.
sounds exciting.
Gets a
Yeah.
ton of money off of a settlement.
You better start reading those law books, Pat.
Yeah, you're right.
Swampy Six versus the city of Hearth.
You guys need witnesses and everything.
Oh gosh.
Well, it was fun. Good job, guys.